Hello baby gangsters, this is Calvin, also known as Rummer, and this is my first ever playthrough of Genshin Impact. And we're doing something today that I wouldn't usually do, and that is we're doing a story quest out of order of release. Now we've done it before, like a few times, but I like to do them kind of like in order of like, I guess not even order of release, but like kind of like a neat order. It doesn't have to be release. But really, I feel like this time I wanted to be involved in the Inazuma event that's going on right now. So I decided that I really wanted to do this Mizuki quest, especially since like this is a character that, whereabouts is this here? It's over here. We can just go right here. That I know nothing about beyond like their moveset, but I'm super excited to meet them. It's exciting, and it's also exciting me back in Inazuma. Like, oh my god, what a feeling.
Remember when we chased that Tanuki down this way? Good times.
There were so many good times here. Inazuma was amazing.
Huh? What's that?
Oh, is that the thing that's with Mizuki? What's that? This big thing? Piglet?
Paimon doesn't think they look anything like that. Oh, maybe there's a new kind of yokai in town.
Maybe.
Is it trying to get us to follow it?
Should we follow it? I mean, why not at this stage? Super interesting start to the story quest here as well. We're using Anxiety -2 as my team today, by the way. And that is Nahida, Kave, Xingqiu, Barbara. Anxiety -2. Very fun team. It's so weird that like it does look like kind of like a yokai mixed with like a pig in some ways, right? So why are they leading us over here?
What's that girl doing over there?
Oh, is this Mizuki?
She doesn't look well. Let's go check on her.
She's just sitting there, yeah. I wonder if like she was in trouble. What the hell? Do we get mesmerized by her eyes?
Oh, what just happened? All we did was lock eyes with her for a split second, then...
Yeah, we're like fully in her gaze.
Wait, where did all these people come from? And what are they here for?
What happened? It looks like they're waiting in line for some reason. It's to meet her?
True. Oh, and there's that girl. She's still here. Maybe she knows what happened.
Possibly? What is happening?
If I leave now, will I have enough time?
How many times do I have to explain?
I have no... This is so crazy. I have no idea what's happening.
Going back if I report him, but still.
Anxiety over a lack of creative
Did not expect that voice.
Well, inspiration tends to give anxious minds a wide berth. So I hope our treatment will help you relax.
So it's a treatment for maybe their anxious thoughts or something?
Thank you.
What is I'm so excited. I actually am very excited. Just to be even anywhere near Inazuma, but like a whole new character as well. But then anyway, we meet new characters all the time. You know what I mean? Like just added.
Past, and despair over the sorry state of the present. I can help you face your troubles with a more positive mindset. But you'll need to work through things in your own time too.
She's a lot more serious tone to her, right? Like than I thought there would be. I thought she'd be more like funny. You know what I mean? I don't know why. Maybe it's just because like she had such like wild like the yokai thing with her or whatever, like the animal thing with her was so wild, and like her design is so like out there. But they always surprise me with that stuff.
Many thanks.
So wait, did we have a problem too we have to have solved?
Next, please.
You okay?
What's wrong with her?
Are you alright?
I'm fine. Next, please.
What do you see?
Delicious.
Delicious?
Whoa, that was unexpected.
Yeah, what's happening here?
Huh? What do we have here? Oh no, I'm so sorry.
No, that is adorable. Do not worry, that is adorable.
Sorry for what? We have no idea what's going on here, let alone what you're sorry for. Would you mind bringing us up to speed?
Yeah, just a bit of info would be nice.
Oh, It looks like you've entered my dream by mistake.
Oh.
Let me wake you up, then I'll explain everything.
Okay, so we weren't even supposed to be here. So maybe like we don't have any like big issues. That's why like her looking into us maybe or something like that was actually kind of like okay.
Dream? When did that?
This is so interesting. I know we're gonna go through her eyes again. Oh my god. This is mad.
Whoa!
I love the design though. I think it's really cute.
Hi. Feeling more awake now? I never expected the traveler to literally come to me in a dream.
So you know who I am. How do you know who I am?
Oh, someone I know talks about you all the time. Plus, I'm pretty good at profiling people based on their reputation.
Who talks about me? Well, like if it's Inazuma, like I could name like 10 people.
So, who are you?
Right, of course. It's our first time meeting each other,
Great
so I
voice
should
acting.
introduce myself properly. My name is Yae Mizuki, or just Mizuki for short. I'm a Yumekui Baku, which is a kind of yokai here in Inazuma.
So she is a yokai herself. Okay.
Yume Kuibaku?
Look at that thing. Look at that.
Hey, it's that little critter from before.
That's what we look like in our original form.
Oh.
I'm guessing that's the one that led you into my dream earlier?
So this is like a friend rather than a pet, maybe.
Baku feast on the bad dreams of human beings.
I'm against startled.
But we need to be in a dream of our own to digest them. The place where you met me earlier was where I go to digest bad dreams.
Oh, so it's not what I was saying. Like she's like I was thinking she was like a spiritual therapist almost, but like she was actually like eating the bad dreams that people have while also giving them advice, I guess, on how to work on it in their own time. So when we came in and we had a good dream, she was like, "Oh my god, this is amazing."
I must have swallowed one too many bad dreams because they were causing me some digestive trouble. It's actually a good thing you showed up when you did.
Because we had a good dream.
Call it a happy accident, I guess. Thanks to your help, I'm now able to digest all these dreams properly.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, we thought you looked a little uncomfortable. That's why we came over. We didn't know what it was. We just thought maybe you could use some help. And Paimon really hates bad dreams, so Paimon's even more happy to help knowing that you can eat them.
Oh, Paimon. Imagine Paimon having a bad dream.
Thank you. But I still owe you an apology.
For what? For dragging? It was no
While
problem.
you were inside my dream, I ate one
Oh.
of your dreams. But it wasn't a bad one. It was a nice one.
Do you know which one it was?
I've eaten so many bad dreams today that I just scarfed it down without noticing.
I wonder if it's like a similar thing to Jujutsu Kaisen when like, you know, you swallowing like. I don't want to spoil anything, so I'm gonna say okay. There's like a thing that like swallows things. There's a person who's able to swallow things, but it tastes so horrible. Like it tastes like really bad. So I wonder if it tastes like that bad to swallow a bad dream.
So Yume Kuibaku can eat good dreams too, huh? Still, is that really such a big deal?
Of course it is. Dreams are some of the most precious things a person can have. And I just went and gobbled it down.
I wonder what the dream was.
It's the unwritten rule of my kind. Never eat someone else's good dreams without permission. I can't believe I was so careless.
Oh, it's fine. It's fine. I feel fine.
But don't you feel horribly depressed? Isn't your mind suddenly flooded with distressing memories?
I think we have so many good memories and so many great things that have happened to us that it's almost impossible for us to be down fully at any point. Nope.
Remarkable. I've never heard of someone remaining so mentally stable after having a good dream of theirs devoured.
It's probably because the traveler
That's what I was
has too
thinking.
many good dreams to count.
We've had so many good experiences and have so many people that adore us that like, and we adore them.
Maybe.
You know?
But I still owe you something for your trouble. Ah, here, take this.
Music is so pretty.
It's a VIP pass for the Aisa Bathhouse.
Oh, cool. Thank you. Oh, it's really pretty. Look at that.
Staffed by clinical psychologists and offering spa and fine dining services, we invite you to bring us your troubles and leave refreshed and renewed.
I love if I will fully explain or fully read out something.
That's where I work. You'll find the address on there too.
Okay.
This invitation letter entitles you to enjoy our highest tier service, free of charge.
Wow.
Oh, and speaking of work, I'd better get back before I'm missed. Hope to see you as customers soon.
No, thank you so much. That's so sweet. Thank you.
So she's a Yume Kuibaku that eats bad dreams and a clinical psychologist too?
It adds up. It's kind of cool. Yeah, kind of cool.
Paimon's never considered therapy before. Then again, Paimon never really gets that stressed out. Oh, except when she's trying to decide what to eat.
You can eat whatever you want.
Speaking of eating, that bathhouse place does fine dining, and we have a VIP pass. That means we can eat as much as we want, right? This is the opportunity of a lifetime. We can't let it go to waste.
Sick. So here we go. Dream Eater's Melancholia. Melancholia, which is like eating someone's melancholic feelings, which would be down feelings, sad feelings. So I guess I was right when I said that she is kind of like a spiritual dream therapist almost in a way. But holy hell, like what a great introduction to a character that's so out there as well, because I really assumed that she was gonna be a character that like was like all over the place and like a bit wild with her words and things like this, but she's actually like very like thoughtful and maybe not thoughtful. She is thoughtful, but the word I'm looking for is that she's very like what's the word I'm looking for? She is, well, we can just describe exactly what she is. She is someone who like takes her job very seriously and takes the care of her job very seriously too. I could say dutiful. I could say like someone who is someone who takes her job seriously. You know, that's just the way we look at this, and also takes the care of others very seriously too, which is really cool. Yae Miko, come out! I love being back in Inazuma. It feels incredibly magical. Right, being here again, like it like I always describe going back to other regions that we've been in before as like, whereabouts is the bathhouse over here? I always describe going back to other regions as feeling homesick while actually being home, right? Does that make sense? Where it's like, it's almost like we're back in this world and it's like, this is my home, but like it doesn't fully feel like home. It feels like I'm visiting once again. It's like I'm returned to this place that I love so much, but I still have this aching feeling in my heart because I love this place and I'll never really like be here for the first time again. It's such an interesting feeling to have. Let's go to the bathhouse.
Aisa Bathhouse. Well, based on the letter, this should be the place. It looks familiar. We've walked past here several times before, right? Just never got inside.
I think so.
Oh, are you here to visit the Aisa Bathhouse?
Okay. Just bopped his head into frame.
Whoa! Oh, where did you come from?
Oh, sorry. Forgive me, I didn't mean to intrude. We've been struggling to attract customers recently, so I got a little overexcited when I heard you discussing my bathhouse.
So it's been struggling?
Your bathhouse? So you run the place, huh? And business isn't going so great, you say?
I wonder why that is.
Oops. Please forget I said that. It just slipped out. Now, do you have an appointment?
We have a VIP pass. Can we use it now?
What? I've told them before, a promotional gimmick isn't gonna magically fix our business. Who issued this thing? Wait, is that Miss Yume Mizuki's signature?
Is that a big deal?
I'm so sorry. I had no idea you were invited here by Miss Yume Mizuki. Please, feel free to redeem your VIP pass now if you'd like. Just give your names at reception.
Very big. Okay, so she's a big dealer,
like
I guess.
She has a lot of clout. But aren't you supposed to be the boss?
I am, yes, but Miss Yume Mizuki's a major shareholder. The business never would have gotten off the ground without her investment.
Oh, okay. So she's allowed to do this.
What?
Oh, it's no cause for alarm, though. She's a very responsible person.
I got that vibe from her, for sure.
In addition to being a shareholder, she's also personally involved in our day-to-day business. She only returned to Inazuma recently. Otherwise, I'm sure you'd have heard of her by now.
Oh, yeah.
She's a highly renowned clinical psychologist.
Great, actually, a way of doing this, by the way, right? And explaining right away what we didn't really hear of her, because it's like, where would the chance come up for someone to mention Mizuki?
Please, head on in.
Thank you so much. So she's a big deal. She's an investor here in this place as well. Also, like, giving out those passes, like, I've heard of companies before giving out too many, like, free, burger passes. I remember there was one particular company a while back And this is a rumor anyway. They give out so many free passes, and like I legit remember like it wasn't even in my own hometown. It was like a different place at the time. But I remember like even like whenever you would like visit there was like free vouchers where like you could find a free voucher in most places. And I think they were trying to do advertisement, but I think if you give out too many of them, like what was happening, I believe, is like people would like be constantly using the free vouchers. Like I think there's like I've heard from people that said that they went to that same burger place, like with a free voucher 7 times in a row. So you're talking about 7 times in a row someone went there and didn't buy a burger. You know what I mean? So like obviously free passes are great, right? But I feel like you have to like limit them and then use word of mouth to like kind of like describe how good it can be, right? Because at that time, like I think the rumor was that like that place like closed down eventually because they just weren't making any money, and like they were seeing and again like the people who were working there at the time were like not the people who owned it, because it was like they hired workers, so I don't think they minded too much about that. But I imagine that after a while it was like, how much money do we make today? This much. It's like, but like all the meat is gone. Well, we also got like 200 free passes today, you know. It's so I can understand where he's kind of like, oh, like if everyone's getting it for free, how can we even make any money? Oh my god, look at this place. Really cool, right? Inside the bathhouse?
An indoor hot spring? Oh, Paimon's gotta give that a try.
Especially since we just went to an outdoor hot spring.
Hello, I'll be right with you.
Oh no. Oh no. Beautiful hair.
Oh, you okay?
Oh, sorry, I'm so
Don't worry.
clumsy
Do not
sometimes.
worry.
But don't worry about me. Putting customers in a bad mood is the last thing I want.
There's not even nearly a bit of a bad mood on me whatsoever. Your hair is stunning.
I promise I'll provide an excellent service.
Don't worry about it. Jesus
Please.
Christ, do not worry about
Please
it.
don't be-
How many times do I have to tell you? You breaking a few plates isn't the reason we've been losing business. Stop apologizing
This
for
is
yourself
so interesting.
all the time. All it does is make you look like an easy target.
This is like a very like it's one of my favorite things. I talked about this in Raincoat as well. Like the more like tall, like I guess the shorter kind of like tougher one, and the taller like, and I guess sometimes it can be like the taller quiet one, but I feel like in this case it's the taller like clumsy kind of like sweet one, and then the tougher small one. It's a great dynamic. Really
It's
cool
all good.
dynamic.
We're not out to target anyone. You didn't hurt yourself, did you?
No, don't worry. As long as it didn't ruin your experience, that's all that matters. Now, well, looks like you'll be my first customers today, so,
It's okay.
according to our
Everything's
standards
fine.
of service, I need to,
Everything's fine. Everything's so good.
Why is she so panicky?
Nervous. These characters are really cool already.
Actually, we're...
Xion, let me see to these two. They're my guests.
Ah, there she is. Baku Lady is back.
Baku lady.
So Mizuki invited you here? As VIPs? Does this mean you're gonna save the bathhouse?
Oh my god, she's so worried about the bathhouse going out of business.
She means you must be very wealthy. Not everyone can afford our VIP service after all.
I love these two need their own show already. Like you can tell the dynamic is so great already.
But a couple of customers with cash to splash doesn't solve anything in the long run. You should focus on what to do about our new competitor.
There's a new competitor? Do you want me to destroy their business?
Aw, Murasaki. Was that you showing some concern for our business? I'm touched.
So Murasaki tends to like not show much concern. I love their hairstyles, all three of them.
Ugh, did not.
Did not.
Since you're so eager to find solutions, you can work on our most pressing task, bringing our accounts up to date. With your smarts, I'm sure you'll fly through it.
Subtext being you can't give it to Xion because she's a moron
Oh
and she'd screw it
my
up.
god. Oh my god.
Xion, I'll take things from here. What I'd like you to do is head to the kitchen and prepare some of your very best snacks for our VIPs.
And don't worry about anything, okay? I just like think it's so like that is like it feels like such like a modern character as well. The one who just left.
Will do. That's my specialty.
Yeah, and take your time, don't worry about it. Y'all have amazing hair, so you get
Sorry to
passes in
keep
my
you
book.
waiting. I have to keep our staff calm to ensure you have the best experience.
I honestly think they're hilarious, if I'm being honest with
The
you.
panicky little girl is Hyakujitsu Haku Shion.
Shion.
And the lazy lady is Shiba Murasaki. They're both Baku, just like
Oh,
me.
okay. Okay, that makes sense. The same ears and everything, and the same symbols in the hair, too. That's awesome. Like, look at these three.
Wait, so the older looking one is actually younger, and the younger looking one is older?
Again, another dynamic that I love. I love that. That's always so freaking funny. Like, it reminds you of like I think since I was a kid, like, you know, the old cartoons you'd watch of like Looney Tunes, when there'd be like I think it was the mob boss and the gangsters, where like the little one was like the leader of the group, and the bigger one was like the more soft and sweet one as well. Like, that's what kind of reminds me of, and like that's why I always loved that dynamic since I was a kid. Like having like, you know, a Muggsy, isn't it Muggsy? You know, the one who will always say like, you know, shut your mouth, Muggsy. Oh, boss, I shut up. When I shut up, I shut up. You know me, I'm no one to not talk. And he's like, he hits him again. Shut up, shut it up. That dynamic is always very funny.
That's right. How we choose to appear is just a matter of personal preference. It's more reflective of our personality than our age.
Come on, Blaine, we've seen weirder stuff than this.
Anyway, enough about them. Back to you two. Per the terms of the VIP pass, you're entitled to free use of all our services.
Nice.
So the spa, the fine dining, and psychological consultancy.
So we get everything.
I would recommend starting with the psychological consultancy. Between me and you, one of the steps involves getting your bad dreams eaten.
Okay.
Since I ate one of the traveler's good dreams by accident, this seemed like the best way to make amends.
It's honestly no problem whatsoever, but you're all so sweet.
Ooh, we get to have our bad dreams eaten by a Yumekui Baku? That sounds fun!
But is this a wise decision given the current state of business? Yeah, we'll pay. We can pay.
Oh, that's a good point. You've been having some difficulties recently, right? It wouldn't feel right to get all this free service while you're struggling. Is there anything we can do to help out?
I will pay. I have no problem paying.
I take it you overheard Mr. Aikawa complaining about our current situation.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to cause you concern. Mr. Aikawa is a smart businessman, but he tends to worry too much about short-term profits and lose sight of the big picture.
Okay.
Our financial situation is nowhere near as dire as you're imagining. And in any case, passing our business woes on to our customers is hardly the solution.
Yeah, you never want to do that. No matter what. I feel like that's one rule. You never want to like yeah, I don't know. It's like, I think with a small business, sometimes people can work together to help out and like always go to the smaller business. But I think like, you know, when you have like, when you're trying to get customers to come back, I'm willing to bet that like a lot of people won't come back if like the last time they were there, they were told how the business wasn't doing really well, and they're like, they need, you know, it's like, oh, you know, it's like I guess if you're going to a spa especially, you probably don't want to hear that. Even though like they have the pink streak on her hair is so cool too. They have a right to complain, you know what I mean? It's a horrible situation.
Please enjoy the services we have to offer. Once you've experienced our hospitality for yourselves, I'm quite sure your confidence in our future prospects will be restored.
But let me go to Yae Miko and make them like come here, and like I'll tell them to like, I'll ask them if they could like announce it that they're coming here at some point, and they're gonna love this place and it's gonna be amazing. And then when they leave, I'll make them be like, oh, that's so great. Not that I can make them do that, but I think they would do me a favor. You know what I mean?
Can't argue with that. Let's get started.
We'll do some good business.
Of course. The only thing is, psychological consultancy is a one-on-one service that takes quite a long time. But I can't just make one of you wait around while the other one is in therapy. So, perhaps I can treat the traveler while Shion treats Paimon? Would that work?
You okay with that, Paimon?
Fine by Paimon. But, is she up for it?
I just realized it's gonna be like, yeah, like Paimon's like doesn't want to bother anyone, but like also at the same time she's like, you know, very nervous.
She'll be fine. I noticed how gentle and encouraging you were towards her
Oh my
earlier.
god.
You're the perfect client for her.
Great boss, right? Thinking about how like a client would be perfect for their worker, even, you know, rather than vice versa.
Oh,
You are a sweetheart. You are a sweetheart, and that would work out very well.
Secondly, Shion's therapeutic approach is a little different from mine. It often involves food, so she might be a better fit for you.
Yeah, Paimon.
food therapy? Oh, that sounds
The
perfect.
food above her head as well. Oh my god. I love when they take like little animation risks with this as well, like do little different things. It's so cool.
All right then, please follow me.
Was all that so you could be paired with me?
Don't get me wrong. Paimon is genuinely better suited to Xion.
Yeah.
But in all honesty, yes. I had my own reasons for wanting to treat you myself. Your psychology is so unique. I just had to investigate further to satisfy my own curiosity.
I mean, I'll take the compliment.
Please, come with me.
And I don't even know if it's a compliment, but I'll take it. It's super interesting seeing all this stuff as well. And I loved, again, like the pairing with Paimon, doing this stuff with Mizuki as well. I really can't wait to find out like how this is all gonna like, oh, look at this place. How this is all gonna work out. The dripping of the water. Oh my god. What an entrance as well.
There's a theory
The animation.
which suggests that we bury our most powerful emotions deep within our dreams. That's the territory I would like to explore.
Look at this. Did she just put us to sleep like that? The animation with that too.
Before I start, I'm going to ask you a few questions.
Okay.
I want you to nod your head for yes and shake your head for no.
Like even like
All right?
the walking animation, her like poking her head around the corner, it was so sweet. What? We can actually nod our heads?
Very good. Now, I'm going to plant a few thoughts in your subconscious. But it's nothing to get nervous
Okay.
about.
This is so
Just a way
fun.
to improve your sleep quality, so the treatment will be more effective. This is an incense from Sumeru that soothes the mind.
Yeah?
The fragrance is said to be the scent of dreams.
This is like such an experience they have here in this.
Now, close your eyes, take a deep breath, and concentrate on the scent.
I feel like I'm in VR here.
The next step requires some visual preparation, so don't open your eyes until I say so.
Okay.
Oh, where did it go?
What is Mizuki looking for? Surely it can't hurt to take a quick peek.
I need to have a stern talk with Murasaki.
No, we wait,
How
we'll
hard is
wait.
it to just put things back where they came from?
We'll wait. I think this is a test. Not a test, but like
This
the game
needs
is
another
testing
dab
us.
here.
Let's wait. We gotta trust her. She's been very good to us so far.
That's better.
Do they want me to press this? Do I have to press this? I know you don't. Great stuff. Okay, it's a choice.
Hey, don't run off now, darlings.
No.
Come here.
No, we gotta trust. We have to trust. We have to trust.
For goodness sake, your butt's showing.
Your butt.
All right. Shh. Ready.
Awesome.
You can
I
open your
love
eyes
that
now.
they gave us a choice for that.
You kept your eyes closed the entire time. If only
Did you
every
like give us a
patient
rub on
was
the
as
head?
compliant as you, it'd make our lives much easier.
We got a little pat.
Here, you deserve a treat.
Okay. Oh,
Take a good look at this painting. There are some very special little darlings
they're
hidden
adorable.
within
Wait,
it, and I'd
it's
like
moving.
you to find them.
this is an experience, guys. Here? What?
Careful. When you look a psychologist directly
No, I
in
was
the
trying to see
eyes,
what I have to do.
They can see every little thing you're
Sorry.
thinking.
I'm sorry. Guys, this is such a fun experience. Like, oh my god. Maybe I have to, I'm clicking all the buttons here. But maybe I'm getting this wrong. Right here, right? Here's a tutorial on what buttons to press.
Do you see her? Isn't she just adorable?
Oh.
Now you just need to find the others.
Oh, okay, so they have to be like full, their face has to be out? Oh, okay, so it's not, maybe it's not the hidden ones I saw there? You? So it's all these guys, okay, not the animals. This is so fun! I
She's a
adore
Baku
this.
as well. Whenever someone starts dozing off, she's there waiting for their dream to begin.
Okay.
Your journey into Dreamland began as you were looking for them. Feeling sleepy?
Feeling, yeah. I mean, I'm feeling like this is
Now
very
I want
dreamy.
you to take my hand.
Like, I'm not tired, but like, this is just such a different experience. Oh my god, everything's so different than what we did before. Oh my god. This is so different
Very
than
good.
anything we've done in Genshin.
Now
ever.
close your eyes again for me. I want you to completely relax
Okay.
and focus your attention on the feeling of my palm touching yours. Notice how all other sensations in your body are slowly fading away.
This is so neat.
Now, imagine you're not holding my hand, but your favorite things in all of the world.
Will we see a visual representation of that?
You run your hand through the sakura blossoms, gently falling through
The
the
sound
air.
effects?
Then through a squirrel's fur. Then you grab a fistful of sand on the beach. You are once again in the wilderness, running with the wind.
The voice is
at your
becoming more
back.
ethereal.
But slowly, your palm loses sensation. You lose your way and find yourself surrounded by darkness.
Oh my god.
You can't see anything. But you hear someone calling you. And now, a light is shining from the same direction as their voice.
You hear someone calling for you. They're loading something in here. What is this place? I'm so impressed. How many different things they've done just for this story quest is incredible.
Traveler, come over here. Longing caused by separation. It tastes so bitter.
God.
Please don't stop moving.
Is this towards our sister?
Despair caused by failure. Icy cold on the lips. Please, keep going.
Is that when we got... There's multiple places that could be. Could I be when we first saw Vaughn or when we saw Ai as well? Guys, this is mind-blowing.
Regret caused by
That was
missed
definitely-
opportunity. A sharp aftertaste.
Look, we were looking at this too. Was that our reaching for a sister as well? Regret caused... So like we felt that was like a missed opportunity, a sharp aftertaste. Mind blown. My mind is blown. And now we're here. This is so good.
Go to where the sakura petals fall. Go to where the squirrels
This music as
play.
well.
Go to where you can hear the sound of the waves.
My mind. My mind. Like, 'cause it's just like all these different mechanics, these different visuals, this representation of the feelings inside of Wander's mind. Look at the passing of time as well around us too. But he's smiling, right?
That is where I am.
I'm so impressed. I'm so impressed. I was literally sitting there for a second, there's mouth wide open. And it's not just the mechanics. It's how they're implementing them into the story of this story quest, how they're showing like our past troubles. And like, you know, leading us somewhere that seems a lot happier as well.
Holding my hand tight, those lost sensations come back to you.
And now how could you not be a believer in this as well,
the
right?
feeling of running your hand through falling sakura blossoms, or through a squirrel's fur, or of grabbing a fistful of sand on the beach. And as you return from the wilderness, you gradually recover your other senses as well.
Awesome. But where's...
We've reached the end of today's session. Don't get up yet, though.
Oh.
You were just in a very deep sleep, so you're probably still
Oh, she's
feeling
the thing
a
where you
little
let them
groggy.
sleep at the end. That's so cute.
I've switched to a different incense that'll help get rid of your drowsiness.
What an experience this must be, though. I've never seen anything like this, like, in my life, obviously. But, like, it must be an experience that is, like so powerful, right? And, like, it's one of those things that, like, after you wake up, it might feel like, you know, when you only had, like, 20 minutes of sleep and you wake up and it feels like the whole day has changed, you know? Big yawn. Just finished. How'd you do?
How are you feeling after your session, Paimon?
Kinda fresher and more relaxed. It feels cozy somehow.
Good. That's exactly how you should feel after having a nightmare eaten. It sounds like the session was quite effective.
Yeah, that's good. That's so good. I just don't, like, there's so many, I feel like there's so many things I want to express, like, of how, like, impressed I am that there's this, not only just, like, a new mechanic, but, like, a new, like, this new character bringing this new, like, type of, like, you know, psychological, like, dream therapy stuff in with this as well, but they let us play along with it. They let us, like, you know, work within it and also showed us all the stuff happening within it also as well. And seeing Wander smile at the end was, like, such a happy thing for me.
Oh, for sure. Paimon especially liked how she used the sense of taste to help guide the process. But Paimon was asleep for most of it, so she's not really sure how it all works. Do the Yumikui Baku just, like, sneak into your brain and gulp down your bad dreams in one go?
Great voice acting.
It's quite a bit more complicated than that. It deals with people's most visceral emotions, which have to be handled with the utmost care and attention.
Okay.
That sounds super mysterious.
Sorry, that probably made no sense at all. Anyway, don't worry about the details. For your purposes, Paimon, just think of it as Shion gulped your dreams away. How are you feeling, Traveler?
Just like Paimon described, cozy.
Really? I still think there's more work
So we have
to
a
be
lot
done.
more bad dreams within ourselves.
What do you mean?
You have quite a reputation for resilience and positivity, so I expected to find very few negative emotions in you at all.
Well, actually, like, one of the... We'll talk about it after this. I want to hear what she has to say.
But when I was deep in your subconscious earlier, the sheer weight of the emotions hidden there was overwhelming.
I mean, yeah, I do have quite a baggage from my past. And in that sense, sorry for blowing into the mic, guys. In that sense, like, yeah, it's like, yeah, we don't have, like, a lot of, like, memories that would be so, like, it's not, we have memories that are painful throughout this story, right? But even though there's not a lot as, like, a lot of people might go through in their lives and we are resilient, the ones that are there, we've been through some crazy stuff.
Yes,
Like,
you
some
certainly
crazy
do.
stuff. And it kind of reminds you of, like, what Cloud Retainer said to us at the time. Remember, it's like, you've been so tough and you've been so strong. You don't need to be strong anymore. You can come to me and talk to me. Because we do have that resilience, but sometimes that resilience, I feel like, you know, is a great thing for the stuff we've gone through and that we've seen. But also, our character deserves to, like, get a bit upset sometimes, get a bit angry sometimes.
But that's not what concerns me the most. Despite all your negative emotions, I couldn't find a single bad dream.
Huh?
So I just gave your mood a boost for now.
How does that work?
Huh. Well, maybe he's just an eternal optimist at heart.
It doesn't have anything to do with the fact that we're a descender, is it?
Optimist or not, everyone has bad dreams. Maybe they're just hidden even deeper in your mind. You're a unique case, as I suspected.
But he said he feels cozy, just like Paimon. So whatever you did, the treatment worked.
True, but as a clinician, I would have hoped to reach a better understanding of my patient.
Sounds like you want to keep researching me?
Fine by me. As long as you can put up with a daily nap while holding my hand.
It honestly was really interesting to watch, right? And it looked like in the end it did relax the heck out of Wander. He was smiling at the end.
Anyway, all jokes aside, it's time for you to try out the hot springs. Your mind has had the chance to de-stress. Now it's time to do the same for your body.
She's great. She's really great.
Oh, that sounds good. Paimon's feeling relaxed already. You know, this place provides a really great service. It's such a shame that you can't find more customers.
Don't start worrying about our bottom line again, or my work so far will count for nothing. Look, as long as we keep providing a great customer experience, we're sure to attract more business eventually.
If you say
Paimon's so
so.
worried about the business.
I think the travelers recovered from the therapy session now. Let's head to the hot springs.
So cool. Yeah, that whole experience was like amazing to see, and like it was so interesting to watch, and like how you can make different choices there as well to like open your eyes and stuff like that. But it's also like the idea that we have no negative, no bad dreams. I wonder if that is to do with us being a descender, or if it's to do. Wait a second. Oh my god.
Most impressive, I must say.
Oh my god, it's so cool seeing Yae Miko. I was like, that shoe. We've complimented those shoes before. We have.
Miko, what brings you here?
I would be like, I guess like different relationship. Me seeing Yae Miko, I'm like already bowing down. You know what I mean?
There you are. I heard a rumor that you were about to be kidnapped. Naturally, I had to come and
Wait,
see
for
it
real?
for
You heard
myself.
this?
She's joking, right? Paimon can never quite tell with
I just
her.
go with the flow now, you know?
Miko, it's been a
So
while.
they know each other for sure. Oh my god, it's so cool. One of my like 10 favorite characters in the entire game, Yae Miko.
She never mentioned? Interesting. We've known each other since before I became the Guji. I've told her all about you.
So
But
she
it
was the one.
sounds like she's forgotten all about me.
What I love about Yae Miko is every single thing she does is like a play. It's like a way to like make people feel uncomfortable. Like I love it. She finds such joy in it, right?
You'll have to forgive me. I just didn't want to scare the traveler off. And hi, I'm Miko's friend seemed like a surefire way to
Really?
do
Like,
that.
we love Miko. The poof. I wouldn't go that far.
Oh, I've missed your way with words.
She's like, I love the way she speaks so much. I'm so glad to see her.
So, Lady Guji, to what do we owe the honor?
Why, I simply came to see the business that my dear friend has invested in. Oh, and also to urge you to sell your shares before their value plummets to nothing.
Also, Yae Miko sees it as like not working out.
You could always invest in the Yae Publishing House, you know. Business is always booming. You only need to ask.
Sounds serious. But what's wrong? Are the shares really gonna plummet to nothing?
Well, hasn't she told you? Of course. She's your therapist. She has the perfect excuse to never open up. The Aisa Bathhouse used to be very popular, although not because of the hot springs, despite the name. Their main selling point has always been the psychotherapy services offered by the Baku. But recently, a competitor cropped
We heard
up.
about a competitor.
His name is Emura Ichigensai. He operates right here on Narukami Island, and his methods are said to be quite revolutionary. Since he provides a similar service to the bathhouse and boasts even better results, he was able to poach their
Jesus.
entire clientele in just a matter of days.
Freaking hell, man, in a matter of days?
Oh, it's such a pity to see how empty this place is now.
Miko, my job is to relieve my clients of their burdens, not to share mine with
I mean,
them.
she's right with that when it comes to this type of stuff.
Oh, of course you'd say that. You're a professional. But no amount of professionalism is going to fix this situation, is it?
I love there's always a touch of shade with Yae Miko's conversations.
I heard people have been lining up since the early morning for Emura Ichigensai's clinic today. He's seeing patients just west of Inazuma City. And, how many patients have you seen today?
She's so shady with her words.
Surely you know I'm not going to quit.
I think she's literally trying to do her usual Yae Miko shade to help her get out of a bad situation financially, right? I genuinely think she is.
True. Very true.
So, that's it? You're just gonna leave?
Aren't you going to help?
Oh, I'd love to help, little one. But I don't want to upset my old friend.
So shady.
Miko's acting all mysterious again.
I understand why she doesn't want to help. The two of us are technically competitors after
In what
all.
way? Yeah, in what way is that?
Light novels are one way for people to pursue happiness in their free time. So are hot springs, and so is therapy.
Oh, okay. So it's kind of like the whole thing of, again, relating to wrestling. A lot of people, like, a lot of wrestling companies will see other wrestling companies as competition, but, like, they also see anything as competition. The same way Netflix would see people, you know, riding bikes as competition, you know what I mean? In that kind of way. Where it's like, yeah, you're buying for people, you're trying to get people's time.
Miko and I disagreed quite significantly over the question of how to make people happy.
Yeah, Miko makes me happy just by being there. She makes me happy just by existing.
Paimon is so confused by your friendship.
It's definitely a quirk. It's such great voice acting from Paimon's voice actor. It's definitely a complicated relationship.
Paimon's curious, though. After today, it's hard to believe that anyone could offer a better therapy service than the Yume Kuibaku. Which begs the question, who is this Emura Ichigensai guy anyway?
Anyway, do you hear that? Again, do you hear this? Look at the voice acting.
Who is this Emura Ichigensai guy anyway?
Anyway, I love it.
Something of a mystery. I tried to look into his background when he first started poaching my customers, but I couldn't find anything. I suspect he's avoiding me on purpose, since I'm a competitor. In all this time, I haven't even figured out basic things like where he sees his patients.
Well, we at least know where he is today, though, right? Miko happened to mention it in passing.
That's true. But I'm sure he'll find a way to avoid me again if I go looking for him.
Well, what we could do is for the competition, if you want, like, I have no problem, like, you know, going on a full rampage. We can destroy the place.
Then why don't we go instead? We
Oh my
can
God, I love
pose as
Paimon
potential
suggesting this.
customers to get information out of him.
As I keep reminding you, this is my problem, not yours.
Unless the Aisa Bathhouse ends up having to close, in which case it becomes our problem too.
Exactly. You provide an amazing service here, and we want all our friends to experience
It's really
it
cool
as
that they did
well.
show us that service, right?
Huh. Well, now it just seems rude if I reject your help. In return, all I can offer is an even better service on your next visit.
Sure thing. Just leave this to us.
We got this. We got this. We're gonna freaking go on a scouting mission. This is such a fun mission. And seeing Yae Miko is such a happy occasion for you. Can we talk to anyone before we leave? I'm waiting for my session. I guess not. Kaveh could do with a session here, honestly. He really could. He could do with several. And honestly, like, you know, maybe even 20,000 sessions in here, the poor man. No, and it's not, like, here's the thing, we make jokes, but, like, his mind, and even, like, Al-Haytham says this, goes so fast into, like, the danger zone constantly of, like, stuff that would upset a normal person
This is incredible. No,
greatly. You know what I mean? He has
extraordinary.
so many things on his mind that are, you know, always making him sad. Look at this place. You know what? The place is actually pretty great, right? Because again, if you're sitting in a hot springs and you're looking out at this view, it's pretty nice, right? It's pretty freaking nice. All right, guys, we're shutting this down. We found rats in this place. That's right, big rats. Oh, I like rats. Umiko, you don't like rats. I love rats. They're great. What do you not like? Spiders. Okay, there's spiders in there. Spiders! Let's go.
This should be the place. That guy looks official. Let's go
Looks
ask
very angry.
him. Hi there. We're looking for Emura Ichigensai. Are we in the right...
Pay first, take a ticket, then wait your turn.
Who do you think you are? It's fair.
Oh, Okay.
He has, like he's doing his job.
97.
97?
What number are you up to so far?
53. Be patient. I'll call your number when it's your
Honestly,
turn.
like, even though he's being like very like quick with us, can I be honest and say I'm not totally upset with him because like working is tough and dealing with people is tough, and like so you have to be kind of like stern with people, you know what I mean? Even if we haven't said anything mean yet, you know?
What a charmer.
You know?
Looks like we're in for a long wait, huh?
Shall I knock him out so we can barge straight in? Even though I feel like, he's probably like under a lot of pressure with a lot of people here. Let's go.
Sounds kind of therapeutic in its own
True.
way. But we don't really have a good excuse to resort to violence here. And we definitely don't want to scare off our target.
Okay.
Why don't we pass the time by talking to some of his other patients? It looks like there's a few of them standing over there.
I'm up for that. Yeah, like, obviously, like, yeah, like, he's being a bit rude. But you understand what I'm saying, where it's like, man, if I had to deal with 93 people in one day, like, coming to my bathhouse and, like, asking questions and all, like, it's still tough work. So I'm not going to be like, whatever, like, obviously I'd still punch him if they gave me the option, because that, no, what am I saying? What have I become? What I've done, I've made my plan to cross out what I've become, erase myself. Because here's the thing, right? I think I always like joke about how like we'll destroy the place, we'll barge into the place. But obviously, if given the option, I think punching him wouldn't be funny. Wouldn't be fun. It'd be funny, right? Barging, it'd be funny. So maybe we might take it, but who knows? Every time we think we want to punch someone in the face in this game, we have to go to this exact riverbank and go and sing the Linkin Park song so we calm ourselves down. Yae Miko just got me like, so energized. I adore her. Let's go.
Sorry to interrupt.
Do I know you?
Show ticket.
Ah, so you're here for counseling too.
Yep. Fellow clients of Emura Ichigensai here. Although this will be our first time using his service, so...
I feel like Poimon's voice actor. Poimon's voice actor is like, they're working, like they're always great, and I love their voice acting. This story quest, they're like working their arse off with different like inflections and stuff.
Service? How crass. We're talking about spiritual guidance here, not some business transaction.
In fairness to them, they haven't experienced it yet. Ignorance among the uninitiated is only to be expected.
Oh, come on. No, we're not letting you guys be rude to me.
Okay. Well, anyway, Aisa Bathhouse calls it a service.
Ah, more defectors from the bathhouse, huh? Service might have a veneer of professionalism, but all it really means is inadequate treatment that costs a fortune.
Inadequate? Our boy Wonder was like literally smiling like he just saw the gates of heaven.
Why do you say that?
I'll tell you why. After just a few sessions with Emura Ichigensai, you'll completely forget about all your troubles. From then on, it's happy thoughts
Is that
only.
Good though to only have happy thoughts?
Today's supposed to be my last counseling session. He says that after we're done, nothing will ever trouble me again.
That's a lofty promise. That's a big promise.
Meanwhile, Aisa Bathhouse boasts about their strange and mysterious methods, but it's a total scam. They only treat the symptoms, not the root cause. Meaning you have to go back time after time. Also, they can keep charging you, of course.
Do you legitimately think that they're going to get rid of your problems forever? Do you legitimately think that's what's going to happen?
Exactly. Overpriced and ineffective. But counseling from Emura Ichigensai? I can't get enough. I know I'm done after today, but I'd take any excuse to keep coming back.
Me too. Probably see you tomorrow then?
Whatever the truth of the matter is, Paimon is starting to seriously dislike these
We can punch these guys if you want. Remember, here to gather information. I love we're calming each other down, right? That's great.
Yeah, so we're mostly here to see what all the fuss is about. You guys seem to be experts by now. Is there anything we need to do to prepare for our session?
No, you don't need to do anything. Just show up, take a seat, and he takes care of the rest. I remember he lit some incense. It smelled wonderful and instantly relaxed me.
So he's showing his experience here as well?
I already know of the troubles that bring you to me.
But he doesn't show his face?
I don't know why I lose my temper so easily. I'm pretty messed up, right?
Yes, in the sense that all negative emotions are defects of the mind. But I can remove these defective feelings, leaving your mind healthy,
Hold on.
full and free of distressing thoughts.
I feel like some, like, I don't know, am I wrong in saying that some negativity is good sometimes when it comes to your, now obviously you don't want to be feeling negative, but I feel like there's negative feelings that like sometimes, like, if, for example, a tiny bit of pressure can be good, right? Like in terms of like putting like a bit of, like, not pressure, I guess like you can call it motivation, but I really feel like that's such a blanket statement for like how does that work?
Now, receive my guidance.
And smoke fills the room?
I don't actually remember the guidance, but anyway, it clearly worked. I guess whatever he said disappeared from my mind and took my problems
Is it a
along
placebo
with
effect? How can you be sure it works? It sounds a little unbelievable.
Oh, so rude. Your counseling session will change your mind. In more ways than one.
We're only being cautious. What's wrong with that? You said it yourselves. The whole reason everyone's coming to this guy is because they're worried about getting scammed out of their Mora.
Yep.
That's a fair point. You just need some reassurance, right? In that case, I can let you in on a little secret.
What's that?
Go on.
Well, someone in my family actually knew Emura Ichigensai before he made a name for himself. Apparently, he had a terrible temper. Pretty much everyone in the neighborhood had issues with him. But he must have had some sort of epiphany, because he did a complete 180. Went from having the most rotten temper you can imagine to one of the most cheerful people around.
Okay.
Even more amazingly, all the people who used to despise him ended up becoming his best friends. His neighborhood's more peaceful and pleasant than it's ever been.
I mean, that's not a terrible thing at all, right? It sounds like life worked out for this person.
So you can rest assured that whatever treatment you get from Emura Ichigensai, he tried and tested it on himself.
Is that just a story, though, or did you see this firsthand?
Huh? What a ridiculous story.
Doubt it all you want. I heard it straight from my relative who knows
So
him
it's not,
personally.
it's secondhand information.
What should we do now? We may have burned our bridges with these two.
At least we got some information.
Yeah, there's still a lot of people ahead of us, though. Why don't you take a rest while Paimon keeps watch? Just like how we do it on the road.
Relax, just chat. The long wait makes you sleep before you know you've fallen asleep. Oh god, Paimon, you're so sweet to us. Paimon is so sweet to us. You detect a fragrance, begin following it to its source in our sleep? Huh? Where are we? Where am I? Yeah. Oh no, oh no. It is way darker than we thought it was gonna be. Is that the guy? These look like the clients. Look at this scene.
Let go of your pain.
An eye. Yeah, what the hell?
Who are you?
He didn't expect us to be here, did he? We dodged as well. Of course we did. Oh my god, we're so ready for this fight as well. Do we reflect it back at him? All the doors opening behind us too. What have we walked in on? What have we walked in on? Look at this. Holy hell.
Traveler, it's almost time.
Paimon, I think I walked in on something scary as heck. It was like draining something, like their negative emotions from them, like in feeding itself or something. It was just a dream.
That was a long wait. Paimon's gonna need a nap after this, too.
No problem. It's my turn to keep watch anyway.
Alright, now time for us to go meet Mr. Emura Ichigensai.
That is so worrying what we just witnessed, guys. That is so freaking worrying. Like, it was like an eye that was draining everything from above them, right? Absolutely worrying. Worrying to the absolute highest degree. Cause like it seems that like they were, it was like, you know, like all this like red smoke was coming out of them and feeding into the eye. But then when we shot that power back at them, they got hurt, I think. But maybe something that Mizuki gave to us has allowed us to like see inside something else. Whatever it is, it sounds terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. It's a little bit of a different time during the day. Let's go head over and talk to your man over here and have a conversation with Kanai. Kanai?
Oh, hello! We're number 97. It should be our turn now, right?
I'm excited to see where this goes now, because especially after what we saw in the last part.
Yeah, sorry, the clinic's closed for the day.
No! Excuse you?
Because Emura Ichigensai doesn't have limitless energy. That's why. He's gone home to rest. You'll have to try again tomorrow.
Man, I get it, but like that sucks. You know, giving someone a number. You know what I mean? They should have cut it off at a point, maybe at like 90 or something.
We've been waiting so long!
Paimon's voice acting so good.
Not as long as some people. Try getting here earlier next time.
Do you know where he lives by any chance? That's such a scary question.
Save yourself the trouble. Spiritual masters like Emura Ichigensai cultivate their powers with peace and solitude. Someone like you ain't gonna find
They're building this guy up to be like very big, but I wonder if it is going to be a case where he is like either evil or a charlatan, something like that, you know?
Drat.
Especially after like the stuff we saw in the vision, right? Let's report back to Mizuki for now, you know?
Yeah, nothing else we can do for today.
Yeah, it's interesting. We'll see exactly how this goes now as well. I guess return to the bathhouse. I'm having a really good time with this as well, and like I'm really excited to do the event also. I said I was going to be doing all the events this year, and like hopefully we'll be able to do all of them. Some of them obviously like there's going to be stuff that doesn't interest me. Like if there's like I like combat events, but if there's an event that like I'm like I'm not that interested in that, then of course I'll let you guys know as well. I would never do something that I'm not having fun with. We don't do that here. Such a cool dynamic. We said like such a cool dynamic between the three of these
So he gives
characters.
spiritual guidance, and it takes all your troubles away and leaves only happy thoughts.
It sounds pretty like crazy, right? Because like I'm not that like it's good to be sad, but I feel like, you know, feeling sad is a very normal part of life, you know?
Yep, at least that's what his clients say.
How is that possible? Not even Mizuki could do that, and she's an incredible psychologist.
It's very strange, isn't it? It's very strange.
Is that right? Paimon was gonna say, it all sounds too good to be true.
It does. And again, like it's a great thing, but I feel like am I wrong? Do you guys agree with that? I'm not saying people have to feel sad. I know it's such a weird thing to say, but I think like the sad parts of life like are still a part of life. You know what I mean? It's still part of it.
It certainly is. Humans are, how to put this, they're a
Yeah.
moody race. Always upset about something. Show me a
Chibi, you're
human
so
without
right.
a care in the world, and I'll show you what messed up really looks like.
That's such a good way of putting it. Everyone has so many thoughts. Like, that's what I was thinking. If you get all those bad thoughts out of your head, are you telling me that, like, you know, it's like, oh, I'm no longer thinking about if I'm going to get, like, fired from the job. And then you go, oh, man, does that person not like me? You know, like, instantly you think of something else.
You think? Because honestly, this sounded pretty convincing. And they said they only left the Aisa bathhouse because they found it didn't deal with the root cause of their issues.
And we saw what was happening with that red smoke as well, to be honest.
But the idea he is spreading is categorically wrong.
That settles it then. Emura Ichigensai is a quack, making false claims to steal all our customers.
We love Shiba's energy. Love it.
Is that why he's doing this? To steal our customers? Or is there more to it? It's unfortunate that you didn't get to meet him in person. I need some idea of the kind of person he is. Otherwise, I have no hope of figuring out his motivations and goals.
Right.
Yeah, it's too bad. Although, if it's any help, we did hear a bit about his backstory from someone else. Apparently, he used to have a really rotten temper. But then one day he suddenly reached enlightenment and became a spiritual master or
Yeah, they did say that, didn't they?
Emura Ichigensai. Rotten temper.
Shiba, remember something.
Now, wait just a minute. Filing patient records is normally the most tedious job in the world.
I love Sheba's energy so much.
But once in a while, something mildly amusing grabs my attention. Take a look at this.
Emura?
It's him. I remember him.
Is it a different name?
Wait, that guy? Oh no.
Wait.
What is it?
Is he really bad?
What about him?
Where to start? Imagine a big ball of negative emotion took on human form and started walking around. That's pretty much Emura Chuya.
Oh no.
His patient record mentions that he loved nothing more than a heated argument. No matter how trivial it was, he could never agree to disagree. He always had to be right. The happiest part of his day would be winning an argument and proving the other person wrong.
Man, because that's weird, because like I feel like we all have a tendency to argue, but like in the end, like if I ever even like win an argument, I still feel like bad. I'm like, okay, let's give an opening how like, unless it's something very serious, like it's about like, you know, something small, like obviously bigger things you need, like, you know, one person has to be right, one has to be wrong. But like, I wonder if it has something to do with that big ball of energy we saw then. Because like, you know, they just said like he's like a ball of negative energy. I wonder if that's what we saw.
He'd sulk, and if anyone called him out, he'd throw a huge tantrum. Before long, he'd turned everyone against him.
Wow.
Sounds like he had issues.
Sounds like he was a big problem.
Oh yeah, serious issues. Anyway, since no one would talk to him in real life anymore, he turned to the reader's letters column of a magazine by the Yae publishing house, where he would attack writers and trade insults with other contributors.
Jesus, he was genuinely looking to spread as much negativity as possible.
Naturally, this ruined the column for everyone, and the editors soon started rejecting his letters.
As you would.
Next thing you know, he's written a complaint letter to the Tenryou Commission, demanding that Inazuma pass a law to make it illegal for the Yae publishing house to reject letters from readers.
Bro wrote to the 10-year-old commission and said, please, they're rejecting my negative tripe, please.
Gee whiz. Where would you even start with a client like
Exactly,
that?
exactly.
In my case, by giving them a wide berth. Mizuki dealt with this guy. I'm pretty sure he only came here to try and start something. But Mizuki managed to get him into a session, and after some treatment, his mood improved by a lot.
Great work, Mizuki.
Murasaki makes him sound like a rabid animal. He wasn't that out of control. Sure, his personality was very abrasive, but it wasn't hard to see why. Once I understood his situation, I was able to diagnose him very quickly. You have very high expectations for yourself, but you've faced a lot of rejection in the past and haven't achieved much in your life. You've never had any real close friends, so you don't know what healthy connections with other people look like. This puts you and your ego in the center of your world. In short, you long to feel a sense of accomplishment and to receive attention from other people. But both of these are lacking in your life.
She is really assessing him.
You have no idea how to properly deal with these emotions, so you've been taking it out on other people, partly to seek attention, and partly because you get a shallow sense of accomplishment whenever you win a war of words with another person.
Look what she's able to do with this.
You promised the world in your adverts, and that's seriously the best you can come up with?
You just didn't like the answer,
I'm not
man.
even
That's
going
what
to
happened
bother
here.
explaining all the reasons you're wrong.
Oh, he just oh my god, it's like the freaking Monty Python sketch where the guy pays for an argument.
I mean, you completely misunderstood why I even sent that complaint letter. The Yae publishing house practically has a monopoly on Inazuma's publishing industry. How can they ignore what their readers have to say?
It's a business, bro. Some people don't want to hear your negative stuff all the time. If it was one letter in 10, people would be like, okay.
In the magazine column you wrote to, your strongly worded letter appeared alongside dozens of others which praised the writer for their work. You can't talk about what their readers have to say without including them, too.
No one with half a brain would praise a festering pile of garbage like that. Those are not opinions worth listening to.
Then your opinion's not worth listening to. That's the way I always see it. If you disregard someone's opinion on like art, then like in terms of quality, right? Then I would disregard your opinion right away. I don't need to listen to you ever again.
So when I touched on the idea of you having an egocentric worldview, this is the kind of thing I was talking
she
about.
She read you like a book. That's what's happening, and you don't like it. You don't like it. That's what's happening. Like a book.
Wow. How the heck did you get him to stay for treatment after dropping all of that on him?
Simple. The more he realized the truth of my diagnosis, the more he compulsively searched for evidence to refute it.
Oh my god, he
with.
wanted to stay and refute it?
He lost the ability to communicate like a normal human being. So I kept him here by using his preferred mode of interaction. Argumentation. The Tenryo Commission had ignored his complaint letter, so he had no outlets left for his emotional
This is where
outbursts.
he literally had nothing left to channel his outbursts into. The 10-year-old commission literally just ignored him.
Eventually, with the help of some incendiary words, I got him to agree to try some basic therapy. Finally, I was able to tweak his mood and stabilize his condition. It's a shame, really. If I'd only been able to see him a few more times, I know I could have helped him work through his personality issues. But unfortunately...
It was all my fault.
What happened?
For the last time, it was his fault for being a nut job.
What? What happened?
Well, one day, he comes in as usual for therapy, but Mizuki isn't here, so Shion sees him instead.
Poor Shion.
I don't know what got into him that day, but he suddenly announced that he wished to be free of his troubles for good, and demanded that Shion make that happen.
Poor Shion.
Obviously, she didn't manage it, and then he pulled out a complaint letter to try and intimidate her. That was the last straw for me.
Shiva.
I kicked him out and blacklisted
Yes,
him.
oh my god, and again, once again, he's blacklisted. Because he's just causing, nothing but, despair wherever he goes. She was awesome. She was awesome.
He hasn't shown his face here since.
Whoa.
Anyway, now everyone's had a look at his record. Do we think there's any chance that this guy and Emura Ichigensai are the same person?
If it's the same thing he wanted that he's promising to other people, maybe. And the negative ball of energy we saw. That's what it's like. It's like a negative ball of energy.
Because it sounds to me like after he didn't get what he wanted, he decided to have his revenge by lying to our customers and getting them to leave.
That makes sense. But is it really that simple? But I feel like both these answers could be the case, right?
Bad dreams are formed from a buildup of negative emotions in the subconscious. You can't simply trick people into not having them anymore. If Murasaki was right, then surely they'd have seen his lies for what they are by now.
There's no point hemming and hawing. Let's report this guy to the Tenryo Commission for fraudulent business practices. If he can complain, so can we.
While I'm so happy that there is there's gonna be another method after this of what we're gonna be doing in another journey after this, that's not just report him to the 10-year-old commission. Legitimately, Shiba has this energy that is sometimes rarely seen, but it's so cool to have someone just be like, let's just freaking get this guy out of here. Let's just get rid of him.
Is anyone there?
Who's this?
We'd like to book a therapy session. Can we start now?
Hello, please come with me. I'll get you registered.
I adore Shion as well. Please don't fall, Shion.
Wait, those are the two guys Paimon mentioned earlier. Just this morning, they were calling the Bathhouse a scam and a ripoff.
But that's them,
How are
okay.
they back here already?
Oh, really? Well, that proves it, doesn't it? I was right. Now that they've realized they were lied to, they've come back.
Are we sure, though? Are we sure?
So chin up, Mizuki.
I'm really worried about this.
Business will start picking up again from tomorrow morning.
Yeah, you Yume Kuibaku provide an unbeatable service. No scammer's gonna run you girls out of business.
Yeah, I think they do fantastic. These three girls are amazing.
Interesting. Well, good. Murasaki, go help Shion, please.
Should have kept my mouth shut. I jinxed it, and now I have to work again.
She's funny.
Now we just need to report this guy as a fraud to the Tenryo Commission. Like Murasaki suggested. Problem solved. It looks like the Aisa Bathhouse will be back
I'm not too sure about this. Something's gonna happen.
No idea if our investigation actually helped.
It's actually kind of worrying.
Of course it did. You were a huge help, and I owe you big time for it. Now then, you only got partway through the VIP experience last time, didn't you? You still have to try the hot springs and snacks.
Well, thank you.
Both are top tier.
I'm just really worried about those two guys because they were so sure this place they called it a scam. And I'm sorry about what they were going to do.
True! How could Paimon forget about that? Especially the snacks.
So after a dip in the hot springs and snacks, you and Paimon feel wonderfully relaxed. Great. This is a truly nice place.
Paimon feels incredible now.
Look at the stretch.
Nothing beats the complete service package.
We should go talk to Mizuki about booking our next appointment.
Agreed! Although Paimon didn't notice her inside just now. What could she be doing out at this hour? Let's ask around.
And it's the guy who co-owns the place, isn't it?
Hey there, Mr. Aikawa. Do you have any idea where Mizuki went?
Oh, you're looking for Mizuki? She actually tends to disappear for a while around this time every evening. It's the one part of the day where she gets to relax herself. As for where she goes and what she does during that time, I'm afraid I have no idea.
She takes the evenings to relax, huh?
Like the first time we met her, maybe it was by the beach, the strand.
She probably tells people she's relaxing, but actually she's digesting the bad dreams, right? Hope she's not having any digestive trouble.
We can go see her if you want. We can definitely go see her.
Oh, remember the place from last time? Let's head there and check on her.
It's a super interesting story, but like, do you guys have that same worry? I'm super worried about those other guys who came back here because they were so 110% sure that this place was a scam. They even were somewhat rude about it as well. Now one of them was. The other guy was kind of like, look, it's understandable. But like, I have to wonder like if it is a situation of if they had an ulterior motive for coming back here or not. You know, who knows? We'll see. Age of Fox. We'll see how everything goes.
This should be the place.
Now she's standing there. Oh no. Mizuki. What's happening?
What? Why is Mizuki crying? Unless... Oh, maybe we got pulled into one of her bizarre dreams
I think we're
again.
definitely intruding on something here, but I'd rather see if she's okay anyway. For sure.
Traveler? Paimon? What are you doing here?
Well, firstly, we were hoping to get our next appointment booked in.
Paimon, the first thing she says.
Oh, I see.
All the sniffles.
I was planning on making it back before you finished in the hot springs, but I ended up spending longer here than I intended.
That's okay. That's okay. There's something on your mind for sure.
Don't worry. This isn't a dream. I was just feeling a little sad.
Oh, what's up? Indigestion getting you down again?
Paimon always has like and again, like it's not that it's funny, like, you know, it's just, it seems like such a very Paimon thing to say, you know, go to the indigestion first. There's clearly something wrong though.
My digestion was fine this time. What you saw just now was the aftermath of the digestion process. Like I said, bad dreams are basically bundles of all kinds of negative emotions. When I digest them, I feel them all for myself.
I wouldn't wish that on anyone.
So when I'm processing these emotions, I tend to get quite, well, emotional.
Imagine feeling like all those negative emotions all at once.
Does that happen to all Yumikui Baku?
Oh, don't worry about the others. To feel these emotions, you first have to understand them. Most Baku have a very poor understanding of humanity. So to them, a human bad dream just tastes like a slice of bland white bread.
Wait, so the more you understand it, the worse it tastes?
They can basically wolf it down and barely notice the flavor.
So Mizuki's just a very understanding person that it's like both sad and amazing at the same time.
I'm the odd one out in that sense. When I was studying abroad, I made a serious effort to learn as much about human psychology as possible. Now I understand human emotions much better. I can empathize with them, and I can now discern many complex emotions when I turn my attention to digesting bad dreams.
Yeah, and like we can tell you understand people very well, right? Like it's so like evident, right? In the way she acts, the way she carries herself around people. But like again, having to feel all those negative emotions at one moment, no.
But still, that's no reason for you to be concerned about me.
That's horrible.
I wouldn't be much of a psychologist if I didn't have the mental fortitude to handle this
I know
stuff.
the strongest people who still get so affected by their negative emotions, and it's like, it's okay.
Letting your emotions out is one of the most
I
effective
agree.
ways to process
Let people
them.
cry.
Now that I've done that, my mental state is back to normal.
I am always a big, I'm never, when someone cries, I'm never like, don't cry. I'm like, let it all out. Let's go. Let it all out.
Paimon thought maybe seeing those customers had upset you somehow. It even makes Paimon mad. You work so hard for them, and then they
Paimon.
turn around and accuse the bathhouse of being a money-making scam?
Paimon will fight for you. That's the thing. If Paimon likes you, she will die for you.
Yes, they were led astray by some swindler, but it's not like they took much persuading.
Yeah, they were definitely swindled.
I can't blame them. The idea that you can forget all of your troubles and never have a bad dream again is a very alluring one. Who wouldn't want to believe that?
Yeah, and that's the thing I said. When I said life is beautiful with everything involved in it, right? I want to say that 100% I am of the mind that if someone offered you tomorrow, hey, I'm going to get rid of every single anxious thought you have, you do it in a heartbeat. Holy hell, you do. You'll never be sad again. Yeah, I'm just saying it's a part of life, Of course you'd want to believe it.
Traveler, if I really could make you forget all of your troubles for good, would you want me to try?
Well, one of my big troubles is literally a journey I'm on right now to try and find my sister. I just imagine forgetting your pain and losing the joy of reunion that you were looking forward to one day just for as long. Exactly. His journey is joined with this feeling, this negative feeling of not being with his sister. As you imagine letting go of your hopelessness, you also feel your fighting spirit slip through your fingers. Again, it's that negative feeling that's pushing him forward. He doesn't want to feel like that anymore. He wants to see her. As imagine you being free from your painful regrets, the formative experiences of your journey lose their roots. Also that as well, all the stuff we've been through so many negative stuff. Wonder if I really could make you all forget your troubles so good, would you want me to try? No. Look at this, oh my god. Would I still even be me? The stuff that we've gone through, look at the stuff with Vaughn. Look at the stuff with the Valen and Liyue. With Shao, with the Perilous Trail, all this stuff that there's horrible stuff that has happened, horrible stuff that we've seen. It's also made us all of our journey. We are stronger despite it, for sure. Would I still even be me?
You really are different from other people.
I love this scene so much. Look at this. It's so cool.
Discovering what troubles people is easy for me, even in your case. But although I can see your troubles
She's amazing.
clearly, I still don't completely understand you.
She's so magical. Look at this scene. She's so magical. Just standing in the water, talking to us like this.
Thanks for checking in on me. As a psychologist, I know how to take care of myself. But you showing that you care is still appreciated.
Thank you.
Anyway, it's much too late to book another appointment now. You should head home, get some sleep. Have a wonderful dream, and come see me again tomorrow.
Alright, good night.
Good night.
Bye for now. If you still want to book another appointment tomorrow, make sure to come see me early.
Thank you. I think that whole... it's happened, I just did the Mualani quest, and it also feels this way as well, where there's a lot of times now where, and it's not only just those two quests, there's a bunch of quests that, there is a big reaffirmation of our journey and why we're going on our journey. Oh man, I missed Inazuma. Look at that. It's so cool. Why we went on our journey. And again, getting rid of those negative emotions, I just feel like they're a part of life. They really are. While you would I think it makes perfect sense that he would, maybe I did too late. It's 8 o'clock, sorry. I'm literally in the Mulani quest to make you wait till no, they make you wait to 8. It's usually 8 or 6 is usually the times. But yeah, would you, if he doesn't have a negative feeling about being away from his sister, if that's all gone, while he still loves his sister and wants his sister to be safe, that drive he feels right now that's pushing him so ever forward, would it be less than, because he wouldn't feel that pain of separation. It wouldn't be there. That pain that he feels all the time for getting it, whenever he sees it or wanting to see his sister would be gone. And it's such a big deal, All the sad things he's been through in this journey have been worth it to see all the amazing people. I don't want to say worth it because it's there's a lot of stuff we didn't go through. It's characters going through,
Mizuki, we're here to book our next therapy
I love we're so
appointment.
into this as well. What the hell? Wait a second. did the guys that the guys that showed up yesterday, I wonder if their emotions were so negative that like it actually destroyed their stomachs, like their indigestion.
It hurts.
That's a possibility.
Oh no, what's wrong with them?
And I wonder if it has to do with the place that they were in.
We've been like this ever since they woke up.
Ooh, it's an extreme case of
It was those two guys.
Huh? How come? Oh, did they eat too many nightmares?
Watch this, they only ate the two. They only ate the two.
I doubt it. We only had 4 customers yesterday, including you two.
Paimon blames the other two.
100%. Paimon, yes, 100%. It's very funny what you just said there, but it's 100% true.
You're right. Something's definitely wrong with their nightmares. Our ability to digest dreams isn't just a matter of quantity. It depends on the emotional intensity, too.
Right.
Point being, no normal person should ever have a nightmare of this magnitude.
Oh, Jesus, Shion, you okay?
Oh, this situation is dire. If I can't find a way to help them digest their dreams
Do you need our help?
soon,
Anything we can do?
What can we do?
Yeah, you've all been so kind to us.
we need to find those 2 customers from yesterday and figure out the cause of their bad dreams.
Okay.
Without knowing that, I have no way of treating them. Traveler, Paimon, I know you spoke to them both. Think you can track them down?
Let's see. They did say they were gonna get counseling from Emura Ichigensai again. Chances are that's where we'll find them.
Lead the way. I'm coming with you.
Thank you. What's so oh my god, aboard Shiba as well. And look, it's such a by the way, character details, noting this now, like Shion, like, you know, a little bit more sensitive on the ground, hurled in pain, while Shiba's like trying to stand up still.
This is just my luck.
It's not good. Are you okay, Shion?
What should I do about
Don't worry about it. Please do not worry about it. Do not worry about it whatsoever. Yeah, I wonder if like, I wonder why they came here then. Excuse me for the sneeze. I wonder if like they were they sent here? Could that be a possibility? Like were they sent to this place to like maybe do that? Because they showed up so quickly after their session yesterday with this guy. Were they compelled to go there? There they are, the 2 guys. Let's get ready here.
You know, I went out to sea earlier today, but was so distracted that I lost my net. Oh well, it's not a big deal.
Wait,
though.
so he's not, he's saying he doesn't even care about his net?
Yeah, I messed up today too. But hey, what's the big deal?
Oh,
a few
no.
bandits got away, it's not the end of the
Did
world.
they actually not have a care in the world here?
Hey, you two! Murasaki
Paimon coming in
and
scolding.
it's all because of your bad dreams!
Paimon didn't even wait for us.
Whoa, someone's in a bad mood, huh? So funny.
I know, right?
Paimon legit did not even wait for us. I love her so much.
They're acting so weird. Paimon was pretty aggressive just now, but they don't seem offended
They don't seem like they care.
Allow me. Gentlemen, do you still remember visiting Aisa Bathhouse last night for dream regulation therapy?
Did we?
Oh my god, these guys.
I don't think so.
Huh. Do you recall having any bad dreams recently?
No, why would I? What in this world could be so bad that it'd give me nightmares?
Jeez, they don't even see anything bad about the world anymore?
Nope, nothing comes to mind. Bad dreams must be highly irregular, surely. You don't have to look far to see that life is beautiful.
Inazuma is gorgeous. Life is beautiful, but...
What is going on? It's like they've completely forgotten what they did last night. Although, Paimon can believe what they're saying, they don't exactly seem troubled by nightmares. Does that mean Emura Ichigensai's counseling actually
But then
works?
why did there... Something happened then with their bad thoughts. to Shion and Shiba.
No, they're clearly not in their right minds.
Yeah.
Traveler, Paimon, focus hard for a second. I'm gonna try something a little unorthodox.
Please. What is she doing? Did she just change the whole weather? Wait, what?
Whoa! What did you do?
Yeah, I...
Entered their subconscious minds. I noticed they've both become
So that's still a
disassociated
part
from
of
their
them?
subconscious, meaning I can access it, similarly to how I enter people's dreams.
That's what we saw. That's the type of red smoke we saw coming from those guys.
No. No! Those thugs! I won't let them get away with this!
Oh my god.
I won't!
The sea is too rough today. I should stay on dry land till things calm down.
Huh?
As you can see, their troubles haven't gone anywhere. Susukida seems to have a short fuse, which causes him to act out of line. I'm sure this has caused him a lot of grief in his line of work. As for Umiko, I believe he developed a fear of stormy waves after a near-death experience. Now he's reluctant to sail out to sea at all, which is having a devastating impact on his livelihood.
So their problems are still there. They're just being pushed down? But what is this red smoke?
Their negative emotions have been isolated from their conscious minds and left to float around in their subconscious. That's why on the outside, the only emotion they appear to feel is happiness.
But they're being torn apart on the inside?
But those suppressed emotions will only continue to fester in their subconscious, eventually turning into the nightmares that have been giving Murasaki and Shion indigestion.
How did this happen? Like, all this is so interesting, but it's also, like, so terrifying.
If it's Emura Ichigensai's doing, I guess he's not the straightforward calm man we thought he was. Maybe he really does have ways of influencing human emotions. Maybe. Did you notice anything
trigger happy again, guys.
If it's Emura Ichigensai's doing, I guess he's not the straightforward calm man we thought he was. Maybe he really does have ways of influencing human emotions. That would explain why no one has blown the whistle on him yet. Did you notice anything strange when you came here yesterday?
Yes, 100%.
Not really.
Actually, since you
They
asked...
were a lot more serious than today.
We didn't even tell Paimon, which is crazy.
You sure kept that one
We did.
quiet.
I didn't think of it much at the time. Really? I would have thought about it for the rest of my life.
Oh, no. Look, we have to find this Emura Ichigensai right away.
Holy hell.
Mizuki, what is it?
Something inhuman is at work in Emura Ichigensai. The traveler's dream confirms that. He has victimized everyone who has received his so-called counseling. If we don't find and stop him as soon as possible, his victims may well suffer irreversible damage to their psyches.
Yikes! Well, guess we better press these guys a little harder. Do you know when Emura Ichigensai will be here next?
What's with the urgency? Why does it matter
my God.
when he shows up?
Yeah, I don't know if we're gonna get much out of these guys.
Yeah, he'll turn up when he's ready. No point in trying to rush him.
Oh, this is infuriating.
You do remember what happened last night, both of you. Only you don't want to talk about it, because you can't reconcile the presence of a nightmare
That sounds
with the
suffocating.
happiness you presently feel.
That sounds so suffocating.
Just thinking about it brings up an overwhelming sense
Oh
of
my
being torn
God.
apart. You can't quite put it into words, but you fear you're a hair's breadth away from a total breakdown. Is that about right?
That would... The way she describes that, like, could you guys go through this? I couldn't.
Please, stop.
Oh my God.
Everything will be fine, as long as we don't think about
They're
it.
literally fighting with themselves not to think about anything.
Emura Ichigensai's treatment has clearly left you wounded and vulnerable.
Disgusting.
But don't worry, I'm not here to snap you out of your denial. At least, as long as you answer our question.
That's good. That's so bad.
All right. But seriously, we really have no idea. We've asked already, and all we know is that he's not coming today.
Yeah, apparently, yesterday's session kind of tired.
Was it us shooting the ball back at him? Remember at the time we shot it back at him? It seems he's feeding off all of these people.
Is he trying to hide from me again?
They really don't know anything? Darn! Looks like we've hit a dead end.
I don't suppose you know where he lives,
No.
do you?
No. We did ask yesterday, but even his guard didn't know.
Do you think it's so crazy that like just think about that for a second. You know when you have like a really sad emotion and you're trying not to think about it. We do this all the time. We do this all the time in our lives, right? We're trying not to think about it, right? But it still creeps back up at you. Imagine having to. You have to fight away this emotion, or else you're going to be torn apart, like emotionally, like completely devastated. And like you're on the brink at all times. It almost feels like, you know, you're like holding onto a rope that if you let go of it, like everything falls apart. But the rope is hurting your hands, so you can't just like, you know, it's not just like this comfortable thing of like, oh, I can just hold onto this rope. It really does feel like it's like suffocating, devastating. I wouldn't be able to deal with it.
In that case...
Have you found out what you came here for?
Yes, I suppose. Now that I know what's causing their bad dreams, I can administer the correct treatment.
I'll track down Emura Ichigensai. I can't pronounce it.
Honestly, you've already done your part by bringing me here. I can't keep troubling you.
This is like something like here's the thing. You're amazing. I've already fallen in love with like your character. I really have. But besides that, I will do anything to put a stop to that. What they're going through is horrible.
Don't forget, we want to book our next therapy session. The
True,
sooner you stop
true.
having to worry about Emura Ichigensai, the sooner we get you onto ourselves.
That's a good way of putting it.
So we're not going to quit until all this is resolved, and the bathhouse is back to business as usual.
Looks like I have no choice but to accept your help again. I have to make sure Murasaki and Shion get the treatment they need. Still, I'm gonna need your full cooperation. If you do find Emura Ichigensai, please do not approach him. Just send me a message and keep an eye on him until I
And that's the
arrive.
best because again, we need to deal with this. Like this is like something like really like horrible.
The last thing I want is for you to put yourself in
Oh, it's not my
harm's
hands. I
way.
was just thinking like how to deal with this problem. You don't worry about us. We'll try our best to defend ourselves always.
Don't worry about that. You should see some of the other bad guys we've taken down in our time. This guy's small potatoes.
Paimon is like
compared to
our
them.
biggest cheerleader, and I love her for it.
Paimon.
All right, sure. We'll keep our distance and send a message.
The tone of both those.
Paimon.
She was like, because again, Paimon does this all the time. Paimon is our biggest cheerleader. She will always try to make people not worry. But we're talking to someone who's basically on the level of like a almost like a psychiatrist who understands people's emotions so greatly. And she realized here as well that Paimon's trying to make her feel better as well, while also believing it too. So she was like, no.
Paimon.
You know, like it's so good.
Very
She's written
good.
so well.
Let's get going then.
She's so well. She's written so well.
Pretty bold claim saying you'll track this guy down. It's nice of you to give Mizuki one less thing to worry about and all, but what the heck do we do now? What if we can't find him? 'Cause in case you hadn't noticed, these guys are hopeless. They don't know anything.
I don't know if it's just because I don't know what the reason is, but Paimon's voice actor has always been amazing. But like lately they've been like, and I've noticed ever since Natlan as well, they've like been like putting a lot more sass in a lot of their and a lot more like a different tone in some of the way they speak some of the words, and it's been really, really good. Yae Miko?
Wait, you're right! She was the one who tipped us off about this place yesterday! She probably knows way more than she let on.
Oh my god, we're gonna get to see Yae Miko.
There's no time to lose! To the Grand Narukami Shrine!
So sick. Any chance I get to be Yae Miko, I'm happy. Any chance, you know? So let's go. To Yae Miko. The tree, man. We haven't even like used this tree in so long. Oh my god, this place is so beautiful. I mean, like Inazuma is gorgeous in general. It's just such a pretty place. I'm so glad to be back. Yae Miko. So I heard I was one of your top 10 favorite characters. Why not top 5?
She's usually somewhere
She probably isn't top 5
around
actually.
here.
I love when Paimon does the backflip.
Here for a fortune slip, little ones? Or visiting a friend?
She showed up in the most Yae Miko way and look at her face.
Woo!
Love it. Love it. It's been a while, Lady Yuji.
That was a little lukewarm. You're starting to sound a
I
lot
love
like her.
every single thing that comes out of her
pleasantries
mouth.
aside, what's the matter? You look rather out of sorts.
We need to locate someone. Yeah.
You may remember I dropped a not-so-subtle hint as to his whereabouts yesterday. You mean to tell me you still haven't found him?
She just dropped a hint like that?
Aha! So you did bring him up on purpose.
Again, this is, you know what I mean by the toad? So what was the hint she gave us, I wonder?
Let's not lose focus here. You're here to ask for my help. So would you mind explaining the situation to me?
And again, Yae Miko is always actually willing to help us. She does like us quite a bit, even though she always veils it with like her sarcasm and her wit.
Yeah, fair enough. We went to the place you mentioned, but he slipped through our fingers. Next thing we heard was he's not seeing patients there anymore.
Oh my god.
Apparently, he loves his peace and solitude. So obviously, we've got no idea where to find him
Peace
now.
and solitude. Yae Miko's done this before when it came to like pushing us in the right direction to fight the Raiden Shogun. Yae Miko does this a lot, where Yae Miko will like give us a little bit of a hint and it turns out to be a much bigger thing.
Oh, and after the lengths I went to get you that location.
I love her. I love her so much.
Don't know if this helps, but we did learn some other stuff about him yesterday. For example, a guy matching Emura Ichigensai's description came to Mizuki for therapy once. Only his name was Emura Chuya.
Wait, what? Emura Chuya?
Do you know him?
You know him?
Well, of course, the Yae Publishing House.
I once asked the Yae Publishing House to host an event for contributors to the Reader's Letters column. I had hoped it might be a fun chance to meet some like-minded people and chat. Until he showed up. Are you telling me that Emura the Hellraiser and Emura the Healer are the same person?
Emura the Hellraiser, Emura the Healer?
Based on everything we've learned so far, it certainly looks that way.
Do you hear what I'm saying? I'm sorry I keep getting interrupted, but I think that's just like the way Paimon's voice actor has been doing a lot of the stuff lately. From Natlan on, they've always been like, you know, you guys know I've always loved Paimon's like inflections. They've been like totally turning the dial up to like 12 and I love it.
All right. Well, in that case, give this address a try.
Oh my god, already? Look at this.
Really? Who chooses to live in a place like that?
This was the delivery address he gave to the Yae Publishing House once, when he placed an order for several dozen books in one go. He also requested to pay on receipt. The warehouse took one look and assumed it must be some kind of prank, so they rejected the order, earning them an honorable mention in his complaint letter. Of course, with the benefit of hindsight, it's rather obvious why he lives there. Someone as antisocial as him wouldn't be welcome anywhere else.
You've got a point. Well, we
She's very
clearly
smart.
made the right decision coming to talk to you.
I'm just glad I could help my old friend.
You mean Mizuki? So you really do want to help her?
I can tell that she's invested
loves
an
her
awful
friends.
lot into the Aisa Bathhouse. It's only natural for me to show some concern when I see a friend's business in trouble.
Really? 'Cause yesterday it looked more like you were looking for a fight.
I assume Mizuki has told you that we're competitors. She has always believed that, ever since we were
Beautiful scene here.
classmates. And now that I'm the Guji of the Grand Narukami Shrine, I'm sure she must feel the need to prove herself through her endeavors at the Aisa Bathhouse. The last thing she'd want is for me, of all people, to swoop in and save the day the moment the going gets tough. So if I want to help, I have to be mindful of her feelings and tread delicately.
Here's the thing, it's rare for you to be so considerate. Can I push back on this a little bit? Because I'm a big Yae defender. You guys know I am. I'm a big Yae Miko defender. I always have been. Yae Miko is not considerate of people's feelings, so that's true. So I'm not pushing back on what he's saying. Like, what he's saying is true. She's very much a person who like cares more about like having fun with people while caring about people at the same time, you know? She won't be considerate of Goro's feelings, for example. But the interesting thing about Yae Miko is that like she will help you. She will. And she has done it many times in the past for us. She is the reason that Inazuma is even like that the Raiden Shogun got cured of her like her feelings, right? She is the reason that the Inazuma is like even has the decrees ended, because she was the one who helped us in those final moments. She really was. And she has helped us many times before as well, and she will help us again. She is that character. She just does it in a very like inconsiderate way. So he's not wrong. So sorry for pushing back on you, lovely traveler.
I'll take that as a compliment. Mizuki's always so considerate towards others. It would be nice for someone to reciprocate.
That's very
once in a
sweet.
while.
That's very sweet. Maybe I can do the honors instead.
Well done, you took the hint.
I love her!
Now, while I'm sure you'd love to chat longer, you seemed to be in a great hurry when you arrived.
Yeah,
Shouldn't you
Miko,
be
if
on your
there was
way?
a quest that just talks to you for 6 hours, I'd do it.
Oh, right. Come on, let's send a message to Mizuki right away.
Actually, what I want to confess something after this conversation. Oh my god, look how tall Kave is, and Yae Miko's tall.
Don't tell Mizuki about our conversation, by the way. If she asks, just say that you figured it out all by yourself.
I adore her so much. I adore you. I adore you. I did tell a lie. I said that I probably wouldn't do the banner again unless I saw Sino or Navia maybe on the banner. But I'm thinking legitimately, guys, that if Yae Miko shows up in the banner, I would definitely be very much... Oh my god, over here? I would very much be like on board for some Yae Miko wish pulling for sure. Right now the banner is here, so there's 11 days. Oh, by the way, I'm doing this quest like over a few days, by the way. So if the days are different, that's why. I've just been trying to find the time to do everything because there's an event as well I want to do also, and I'm also doing Natlan. But yeah, we have like a lot of wishes. Yeah. We have a lot of wishes. But yeah, I'd love to get Yae Miko. Look at this house. So as well, like I love Yae Miko being in any part of this story as well, but I love as well, once again, she's showing how much she appreciates her friends as well. Again, I'm the biggest Yae Miko defender in the world. I understand that I am.
This should be the place Miko mentioned,
Yeah.
right?
Traveler,
Here
hang
she is.
on.
You ended up here too?
Mizuki! That
Or did we
was
send a
quick.
message to you?
All thanks to you two. With what I learned from those two guys, I managed to give Murasaki and Shion effective treatment as soon as
Great.
I got back.
Really great stuff.
That meant I was free to head out again as soon as I received your message. So, this is where Emura Ichigensai
Pretty
lives.
broken down place, isn't it?
Sure hope so, cause this is our only lead. Wait, do you guys smell that too? Some kind of fragrance. Seems like it's coming from inside.
I smelled the same scent yesterday too.
Then that confirms it. We've come to the right place. Now we may face great danger once we're inside. So from here on out, stay close to me and stay focused. I don't want either of you getting hurt.
Thank you. Don't worry about us though. We say it all the time, but she is worrying about
you
us.
just focus on what you need to do.
All right, fine. I suppose you're used to leading the charge.
So this is a domain, okay. Let's check this out. Based on Miko's information, you and Mizuki managed to find Emura Shuya's hiding place. Alone on a small island, this isolated house seems to harbor some kind of mystery. Even though there is a palpable sense of danger in the air, you two decide to venture inside. I rarely actually read those descriptions, right? Because sometimes they're just like, okay, let's go. They actually do like set the tone quite well, don't they? We'll go in with anxiety -2. I think this is a good team. Even if it's not, we'll work through it, you know? Man, being with Mizuki's been fantastic. Oh my god, being in an Inazuma domain once again. Holy crap. It just feels special, right? These domains like were always so amazing. What are they doing now? It's like passing through this entire place. It looks like it's all like... Oh my god. This is gigantic. The angles they're using here as well. So cool.
Whoa. This is not what Paimon was expecting.
It looks familiar. It's in our vision.
This is creepy. Feels like there are loads of eyes staring at us.
Right. And I wonder if it literally is our vision. I wonder if that's literally what we're seeing now is our vision.
Calm, yet repressed. The signs are all there.
What is it, Mizuki? Figured something out?
Nothing new. Just further confirmation of my suspicions. Emura Ichigensai should be hiding deep inside this place. Stay close to me.
Man, look at this angle, this shot. Genshin's very good at getting like really good shots. Oh, we have a Mizuki trial. We got to use Mizuki obviously in the actual trials. But Mizuki's it's a fun character, a really fun character. I kind of wish that we chose a different team, like with Kazuha. I might leave. No. We're fine. No, should we? The reason I'm thinking about leaving is just like, it might be fun to have like a team with like some swirl damage going on. You know what I mean? Maybe. I think it's fine. We'll be grand. Or will we? I think it might be a good idea to switch to a team with like some swirl damage. Even a little bit of swirl damage. No, we're fine. Holy hell, yeah, this place, the way it was angled is so strange. That mask up there is so cool. Whoa. I thought we were gonna drop down. This place is very dreamlike, right? It's very dreamlike. And you know, because like I think one of like the craziest parts of like dreams is when like you're in your dreams you do something that's like so impossible.
Seems
but
like
it
we're
seems
not
very
welcome
possible.
here.
Whoa. Calm down.
Sight clear.
Let me weave you a verse.
Yeah, so
my sword.
It's good to get that.
Feast your eye.
This DPS. We use so many teams nowadays that like I have to like remember exactly how to like use every single one of them. Like we use so many different teams. But I feel like, you know, this team is like very, very fun to use. It has like a lot of like really how would I say, like really interesting like combos, I guess is the way to put it.
Outlines your fate.
Scanning.
Like that's so fun. The exploding dendrocore is so fun. This is so weird. Like the floating aspect. Yes, we floated on like water before. We floated on different space before, but like it's so weird, right? It still doesn't feel natural.
You found me at last. And I see you brought some friends with you.
Oh my god.
Please, forgive my lack of hospitality.
It looks so cool though, right? Like the floating on the air, like it's such a great scene.
Emura Chuya. So it is you.
Mizuki was right after all. Paimon wasn't expecting him to be so polite, though.
Please, do not call me by that name anymore. The old me was plagued by negative emotions, but I have parted ways with them now. That period of my life is consigned to the past, and the name along with it.
So just like erasing his own name, is probably like a symbolic thing to him, I guess.
You have to listen to me. There is no way to get rid of all your negative emotions.
Look at this scene.
This life you're living now is a lie.
Like, look at this. Holy hell.
Your perspective is most amusing.
He's very calm.
What's so funny? Don't you know you're harming people?
Harming people? That's
No, you are.
what you believe?
No, you are.
Very well. I understand and accept your perspective.
No.
Even if you cannot afford me the same courtesy in
That's
return.
always like such, I hate when people do that. It's like they're like doing something really harmful to the world and they're like, well, I respect your opinion. It's like, dude, your opinion is hurting people. Like this, it's very clear in this sense, like what's happening, and it's very clear like that we saw two guys who were being like tortured from the inside out.
What is up with him? He's being so calm and polite. So why does everything he says make Paimon want to punch him?
Because it's fake politeness. It's politeness that is not born from a understanding. It's born from a forced understanding.
As you can see, Miss Yume Mizuki, all my psychological problems have been completely resolved.
You don't seem like a real person anymore. There's nothing about you that seems real.
I must thank you for your attempts to diagnose my condition.
Oh my god.
But I see now that the truth is far simpler than you were proposing. All my misery was merely a consequence of human frailty. I could not hope to remove my emotional impurities on my own strength.
This is a really well-directed scene. So cool.
I lived in fear and anger. Fear that I was not worthy of other people's attention. Anger at how they invalidated me.
Playing a little violin. So fear of being not worthy of people's attention. That does 100% manifest in arguments, I guess, and stuff, I guess, because it's like, I'm trying to it's probably he learned that once he argue with people and struck a nerve, people would then be like, oh, I'm gonna argue back, and all of a sudden it was like this, even though it was bad attention, then it's a cycle because it's still attention, and he's getting attention, and then the anger of how they invalidated me. Now that his opinion, then when his opinion gets invalidated, because he's being too attention seeking with this anger and this rage baiting, all of a sudden he's like, well, now they don't even think my opinion is good enough. It's this weird cycle of anger and
to my emotions. They turned me into a wretched and loathsome creature, hostile to everyone. But things are different now.
Yeah.
I have acquired the ability to eradicate those emotions for good.
Man, it's about controlling your emotions, and it's about maturing through your emotions. It's not about getting rid of them.
No longer will I be afraid.
Look at this.
Never
oh my god, this scene is so well directed.
Stirred to anger. No. I am filled now with only one emotion, and that is happiness. I have become humanity perfected.
No. Again, it's such this is such a creepy scene, but it's it's just so it's hard to really explain. It just it's really eerie, really creepy, but it's so weirdly masterfully done as well at the same time.
What I'm hearing is that you've developed your own unique understanding of psychological issues. So how about you play therapist this time? I have a couple of cases I'd love to hear your thoughts on.
Is she playing him?
I would be delighted.
Oh my god, he's sitting down in the chair. The way they're doing this. His opinions are validated. She's validating his opinions. Even if they're not good opinions. Oh my god. He is in a lot of control here.
The first is a soldier with poor control of his temper.
That's him. Yeah,
the guy we talked to. He flies off the handle too easily, and it gets him into all sorts of trouble. This is having a significant impact on his daily life, and he's developed symptoms of depression as a result.
He simply needs to let go of his anger. Then he will surely find peace and happiness.
His all of his solutions going to be, he just simply not to feel stuff.
The second is a fisherman who's developed thalassophobia. Now he is unable to provide for his family, which is causing him immense anxiety.
Which is why getting rid of his emotions completely is so sad, because you know what this is? This is something that is a very horrible problem, and he deserves to have real help figuring out a way to get past this.
Of course. He must cast his fear far away and forget it ever existed. Then he can return to the sea at once.
Oh my god. But we know that they're still thinking about it deep down.
I'm sorry, but you're wrong on both counts.
Oh, bro.
The soldier's anger is rooted in his strongly held principles. Yes, his rage can make him reckless, but it also fuels his deep desire to stand against injustice.
Such a beautiful way of looking at it, isn't it?
Losing his anger made him passive and apathetic. He now stands by and does nothing as bandits attack innocent people.
It's about channeling and controlling those emotions.
The fisherman's fear made him one of the most reliable sailors around. Thanks to his cautiousness and diligence, accidents were a rare occurrence among his crew, despite the dangers of their profession.
So sick. I love how she's saying the truth, which is a little bit of those things is not a bad thing.
But after forgetting his fear, he destroyed the fruits of the entire crew's labor on his first return to the sea. Fascinating, isn't it? Anger gives people the courage to stand up for what they believe in, and fear nurtures care and attention.
It's and to use an example, like, that I would always think about, like, and I've always thought about is, like, you know, it's confidence versus cockiness, I suppose, which is different than this, right? Like, in terms of, like, how severe it is, but, like, it's like a bit of like a little bit of confidence, like, in yourself, and a confidence in yourself is so good. Arrogance then is what becomes bad, right? If you, like, let yourself become, like, too deep into those, like, feelings of, like, I am great, I am fantastic, right? Because a little bit of confidence is great. Just like self-doubt is bad, but, like, a little bit of, like, self-reflection is good, right? Like, it's like doubting yourself, being like, I can't do this, I could never do this. But, like, instead going, I need help with this, or I could work and do this, and if someone helped me with this, it'd be better. It's like all those things, like, a little bit of those things are always good. Getting rid of them is crazy. And I love the idea of the example of anger, you know what I mean? Because if you're fighting for injustice, you need a bit of anger, you need a bit of frustration. It never makes sense when, like, you know when people are like, oh, as soon as you get angry, you, like, lose this argument. And it's like, no, man, like, passion, like, if someone's, like, getting angry during a very important discussion, it's like, okay, there's a passion there, you know what I mean? There is a passion, as long as they're not, like, saying something horrible, you know what I mean?
Emotions are integral to human dreams. And after many years of dealing with their dreams, the Yumeko Ibaku have learned an important secret about human emotions.
She's amazing. She's so amazing.
Negative emotions do not just go away. They will always be there. This is true for everyone.
Right.
Not only that, but their presence is essential. You can't have a healthy human psyche without negative emotion. So do you have any idea what you've done to those poor men?
What an amusing theory. In fact, I do remember those two. But I'm afraid that the only emotion I sense in them now is happiness. How can you believe that negative emotions are required for a healthy psyche? It's a laughable theory. Don't you remember how I was when we first met? You call that healthy?
The way they're maneuvering this guy, the way that they're directing the scene, like, they've created yet another NPC that has such an interesting character to them. Even if, like, we don't like them as, like, people, like, I want to hear what he has to say. I want to hear him, like, you know, say this stuff, because it's like, this guy is gone. Like, this guy is so crazy. But, like, again, the way they create these NPCs, like, I want to know more about how, like, he thinks this is, like, an accurate thing to think about, right? And I want to stop him. You know what I mean? There's all, like, they've done such a good job with this. Like, even, like, scenes like this, look, the way he's positioned on the table, there's, like, such an arrogance to it as well.
Acknowledging that negative emotions exist doesn't mean giving them free reign over our minds and
She's not backing down, by the way, which is great.
Humans have a whole gamut of emotions. They're supposed to keep each other in balance.
Right. We talked about earlier with Wander, like, our traveler, how he, as the traveler, doesn't want to forget his sadness, because a part of that sadness is what's pushing him towards his sister.
But if that balance gets disrupted,
look at this scene.
Emotions start working against each other. Untethered rage cripples the capacity to be careful and considerate. Uncontained fear drives people to abandon beliefs they once held dear. The person you were when you first came to my practice only proves this further.
I love we're getting a whole story about emotions, right? Because it's such an important thing for our quest as well.
You were dominated by your emotions. Under their influence, you deliberately inflicted pain on other people. Meanwhile, the person you are now is so lost that you aren't even aware of the pain you're bringing to others.
There you go. Yeah.
This diagnosis is going to sound harsh, but I'm afraid it's accurate. You've simply gone from one extreme to another. You say you've reached perfection, but you're just as dysfunctional now as where you started.
Such an interesting way of putting it. It's like, yeah, you were bad when you were, like, angry all the time and you were trying to get into arguments with people and you were, like, very defensive and you were argumentative constantly. But now you've gone to the complete opposite spectrum where, like, you were so carefree that you're not even aware of the stuff you're doing to other people. You know what I mean? And that's, you know, and that's bad as well.
How entertaining. Still, there's no need for me to argue back. You have failed to provoke me. I will forgive you for this offense.
I will forgive you.
I know my present
Can you believe this guy? I will forgive you.
I have direct and incontrovertible evidence. You once told me that nightmares are the result of a buildup of negative emotions. But ever since I acquired my present abilities, I never had another nightmare again.
Dude.
Clearly, that proves that all of my negative emotions have been definitively eradicated.
Or maybe you're suppressing them.
I'm afraid not. Look where we are right now. We're inside your nightmare.
That makes perfect sense. Because and maybe that's what we entered into earlier. We entered into his nightmare, and like it makes perfect sense because we said this place feels like a dream.
What?
We're literally inside his freaking nightmare. Oh my god! And look the way it's moving in and out of reality for him as well. That's so cool.
Paimon knew something was up the moment we arrived.
Yeah, we said it felt like a dream.
The enemies that we encountered were manifestations of his negative emotions. That can only happen in a nightmare.
Wow.
No, that can't be.
Bro, you're in your nightmare. You best start believing in nightmares. You're in one.
That entity claimed it could remove your negative emotions. But all it did was separate them and store them deep in your subconscious, beyond your reach. There, they were left to fester.
Which is horrible. Can you imagine having these emotions that, like, you can't even, like, think, if you think about them. And you're saying, it's like, metaphorically, yes, we do get torn apart when we think about our anxious and sad and depressing emotions, right? But can you imagine, like, the second you think about them, you don't even have a chance to control them because they're festering so much.
Your situation is far worse than that of the other victims. It has deceived you at a much deeper level.
Yeah.
You can't even perceive that at this very moment, you're in the middle of a nightmare.
Man, it's like you think you're all put together, but look what we were able to figure out that you didn't know.
How
and there's that red smoke thing again.
Fear? No. There is no fear left in me. This is all just a terrible joke. This is no dream.
He's lost it.
No.
He's losing it.
Something's appeared behind him.
What?
So, my arch-nemesis has seen through my trickery.
Great voice acting. Oh, that's the thing we saw earlier.
Clearly, you came prepared. The emotional cocoon I'd wrapped him in was all but impenetrable. Yet still, you managed to tear it down.
So it is you. Just as I thought.
Oh my god.
What is that?
A nightmare monster. A fearsome yokai that was once the bane of Inazuma.
It's literally a nightmare yokai?
We Yumekui Baku eat the nightmares of humans, while they called those nightmares their home. So we were natural enemies.
That's so sick, getting some more lore on the yokai as well.
When I heard the traveler recount that strange dream, I knew that this was a possibility.
This is so cool. This is so cool.
But it's still a shock to see one of our long-lost arch-enemies in the flesh. They were supposed to have gone extinct long ago.
So the actual nightmare yokai was not even supposed to be a thing right now. They're not even supposed to be living.
Then allow me to formally introduce myself. My name is Kurayume, and I am the last of my kind.
The last.
Kurayume. That's a name I haven't heard in a long, long time. How have you survived all these years?
Likewise. Yume Mizuki is a name that takes me back to a different age. Although I must say, we may be born enemies, but I have never felt any great animosity toward you personally.
I can't get over how good the voice acting is for this this nightmare yokai.
Ultimately, the fall of the nightmare monsters was the fault of our hosts. Humans are such fragile creatures. But now, I have found a way to revive my kind.
Oh god.
And you are too late to stop.
He's trying to literally, maybe that's what he was doing when we entered the dream.
Oh no! We've got to catch up to him!
So legit, maybe like that's what we saw. He was trying to use their emotions maybe or something to like... Oh god, the doors are closing, the doors are closing! Oh, we actually came close to opening it. Are they controlling exactly where we go? That's not good. Look at the light here as well, oh my god.
What's happening? Paimon's feeling dizzy.
Oh no, oh my god, yes, I just realized Paimon.
Rejection. It's so strong. Quick, after him!
We gotta chase after him. It's crazy how they're directing this. Look at this. All the moving parts. Another door of resurrection. Oh my god, even moving the walls.
There he is! Right there! Whoa! What happened to all the paths?
He's repressing his emotions even harder.
So cool. So fun. Ah! Help! Help! And then we have to just... Okay, that makes sense. Oh god! I didn't even realize we were ready yet. Very, very cool stuff.
Time to relax.
I love this maneuver, though, that Mizuki does. Oh my... Okay, so what happened there was... I didn't realize there's like a bit of... I'll show you what I mean, watch. We'll stop earlier this time. Watch, I'll show you.
Sweet
so,
dreams.
we have to stop earlier because Mizuki will still move... See... We'll still move forward even if we don't press forward, so we have to stop the maneuver right there. Ain't that right, Mizuki? I'm a 10 out of 10 new character, that you are.
Turn that frown upside down.
Turn the frown upside down is crazy. Yeah, see, no matter what we're... Oh god! See what I mean? You have to, like, stop the motion. It, like, she keeps going. We can do this, though. We can do this. Now we know that. Again, I was just trying to show something off there for a second. So we have to press it really quickly when we get onto this. Like that. And we're gonna have to press it again when this comes back down. Ain't that right, Mizuki? What a character. I love that, like, I'm now in real time seeing new characters as you guys are seeing new characters. Like, that's super, super fun to me. Because for a while, like, we were, obviously I was, like, I was, like, way behind you guys, and now we're, like, I'm pretty much, like, catching up with you guys. Oh!
There! He's got nowhere left to run!
Look at this place. Was that legit trying to crush us? Or was it just trying to scare us? Probably just trying to scare us. All the books flying out everywhere. Look at this thing up here, too. Oh!
What's happening to the ground?
Watch out!
Where are we? What? Do you want me to go down? What? The game legit wants you to go down?
I used my powers to cushion our fall.
Thank you.
Is everyone all right?
Oh, look at like the dark spaces in the fog
Don't
over
worry.
there.
We've fallen from bigger heights before. The bigger issue here is that he got away and we were so close. Ugh.
We've been completely cut off. That creature has taken complete control of his consciousness. We'll never catch him.
Would it be easier if we wake up now and go catch him in the real world? If this is his nightmare, he must be asleep somewhere, right?
Interesting question.
Remember the fragrance we smelled on our way in? That's how the monster lures people into the dream state. Now we're inside. We can't get out unless we manage to defeat him in his true form.
That is... okay.
He's turned Emura Chuya's nightmare into his lair. There's only one way to force him into the open. And that's by finding a way to eat this nightmare.
Eat this nightmare? But is that even possible?
I hope so.
Not only is it possible, Paimon, it's quite literally my job.
Oh, Paimon
That's
knows
such a great line.
It's just...
That's such a great
We all
line.
saw what happened to Murasaki and Shion. And this nightmare is
Right.
super intense.
Paimon being very like,
This won't turn out well.
Oh, Paimon. She's way smarter than I was even in that moment, because I was just like, yeah, that's such a sick line, because it is a sick line, like the idea of like, it's my job. But yeah, with Shion as well, and Shiba, like, it's not good. You know, it wasn't good at all. They were doubled over in pain.
This monster has harmed too many people. We have to stop it.
She didn't deny that it's going to be tough. She did not deny.
It's okay. I knew what I was getting into. Let's get moving.
She's so like, oh my god.
We may not have caught him, but our chase wasn't in vain. He led us deep inside his dream. We should now be at the subconscious layer that makes up its core.
Right.
It's so dark.
This is so sick, though. Like, it's such... I love that we're in such danger. I'm just like, this is so sick, because it is such a sick location.
That's what happens if you leave your negative emotions to fester. There must be a lot of emotional fragments in this place. We need to follow them one by one until we reach our destination.
And we're actually like getting like so much like little pieces of lore about like dreams and like how dreams manifest and how emotions fester, but also about nightmare yokai and the opposite of that, which is like, you know, the like the sworn enemies, I should say, of people like Mizuki, which is the nightmare yokai.
Wait, but what is our destination?
Where the light is.
Oh, okay. Follow the light. Yeah, like she's so like determined to do this, like, and it's just obviously like I love that they added that there as well, like, you know, with the reminder where Paimon's like, yeah, like this stuff is dangerous. This stuff is super dangerous. Look how cool this looks. But yeah, we don't want anything to happen to Mizuki. She's been so good to us, and she's such a good person.
If I say it's your fault,
yokai.
It's your fault. Do you understand me?
Oh my god.
You shouldn't go running around with that stupid thing in your hand. Do you want to go hungry tonight?
What's up with like people not feeding their kids after they get in trouble?
Ugh, the atmosphere here is so oppressive. Is it anger or fear?
Be careful. Every time we draw near to one of these fragments, we'll experience the underlying emotion on a visceral level.
Okay. So we're going to be experiencing these emotions as well. But clearly this was like again, suppressed emotions, right? The idea of like, this stuff is horrible to happen to anybody, right? To have someone scold you like that, to have someone like shout at you like that. It's not a good feeling, and we can all like relate to that idea. It doesn't feel good. But like a lot of people are able to or allowed to get time to process that in you know, afterwards, and sometimes have people that are able to help them process things as well. I love how this looks. I love how the light is like illuminating. Is it always gonna be above here, or is it, oh, it's just like a figurative light? All these written papers like ripped up.
A writer? Didn't they reject you already?
Oh, you suck, Dad. You're a terrible father already.
Get rid of this trash. Go find a real job.
Is your job being an arsehole? Like what is like?
Aw, poor guy. Paimon feels so bad for him.
Paimon 100% that anyone who gets to a point where they love arguing with people and they are so negative and they like want to get rid of their negative emotions, 100% should like are gonna have a past that like led them to that point, right? And for him, it's clear that he got no attention from his father, and any attention that he got from his father was always negative. So I wonder if he like then like associated attention with negativity. You know what I mean?
We shouldn't stay here. Let's keep moving.
Man, this dad deserves like a let's just say it. This dad deserves a slap. Let's just be honest here. You a writer? I hate that stuff. I hate it so much. This is really pretty. Really, really pretty.
Ha ha! I won! Another round? That guy? He never joins in with anything. Why should we go out of our way to invite him?
So he felt like even in class, you know, his father at home wasn't giving him the proper, not only, and it's not just attention, by the way. His father at home was like, you know, feeding him with all these negative emotions and being very, very horrible to him. Horrible. And then here we have in his classmates, then he doesn't even get a reprieve where it's like, you know, some kids do get that and some students get that where it's like, okay, I get to like, and it doesn't matter if it's college level or whatever, it's like, yeah, there's people treat me bad in my other life, but here, I'm treated well.
Let's keep playing. Ignore him.
Wow, that's so sad.
Nope, not here either.
Look, there's the light.
Yeah, it's like that there is like, it's again, I always say like there's no obligation for anyone to, you know, to hang out with anybody or to play with anybody, but it's very clear in this situation that like they in their mindset were like, we're not even giving him a chance because he doesn't talk to anybody. And it's a cycle. It's a freaking cycle where it's like he doesn't talk to anybody because he's afraid that they'll be negative towards him, that they'll be mean towards him, and they're then like very standoffish with him because they feel like he doesn't even like want to like talk to them or even want to go near them, and he's like, and he just like he'd rather stay to himself. So there's like this constant cycle of back and forth where it's like they're like that dude's weird. He never talks to anybody, but they won't talk to him, but he won't talk to them because he feels like he's gonna get a bad reaction from them. So then the cycle continues where those people are like, he still won't talk to anybody. You know what I mean? Like, and they become weirder and weirder, quote unquote, in people's eyes. It's like this, it's a very big cycle. Look at this area as well. Oh my god. Such a beautiful place. Oh no, who do I have to hurt? I'm already like...
What is this place?
It's his sorrow. Yes,
Jesus
sheer
Christ, man.
overwhelming sorrow.
It's so horrible.
Human emotions exist in a delicate balance. When that balance is lost, negative emotions spiral out of control and go on to fuel nightmares. By isolating these negative emotions and allowing them to fester, that monster has completely destroyed his emotional balance. That's why he was able to create such a powerful nightmare. If we want to restore balance, we have to dispose of the excess negative emotion.
Right. But I saw a child crying and I know it's gonna break my heart.
So that's what you mean when you talk about eating nightmares.
Well done, Paimon. Very clever.
Aw. Alright, what's the next step?
Paimon, like, loving a bit of a, you know, a compliment, and she deserves it. She does. Paimon's been so proactive here on this quest as usual.
Out. For that, I need a special medium. Sorrow might just do the job. As long as it's kept in check,
look at this
it
scene.
can calm the waves of emotions and help him regain some measure of control.
Let it out, Chuya. Let
this is his mother?
Flow. You'll feel better after a good cry.
His mother looks tired.
This process will untangle his unbridled fear and anger, his unresolved resentment, and his unshakable despair. These excess emotions will be separated out from the rest. They are the source of this nightmare.
Oh. Mizuki!
The hair. I'd say it definitely hit her hard.
It's all right. It's an unpleasant flavor, but I've tasted it thousands of times.
That still doesn't bode well, right?
A good cry can work wonders. Even though he seems beyond helping, I think he should be able to take another step out from the swamp of despair now.
Right. And we were talking about that. She said that a good cry will help. A good cry will help. She said this earlier.
Are you ready to come out now, Chuya? I'll be waiting for you right here, son. I'd love to listen to more of your stories whenever you're ready.
I wonder... Oh my god. I will hurt everybody. Oh, she looks so broken. Look at her. Oh my god, this is so hard to watch.
All right. There goes that nightmare. Hopefully this marks the beginning of a sweeter dream.
Amazing! Suddenly Paimon feels
so we can feel it too?
And maybe even happy?
It's and that's the thing. It's like it's whenever like and by the way, I mean it's no excuse really for like you have to like, you know, if someone treats you poorly, you know, you're gonna be very rude to them back, right? That's the way things work. With Emura here, it's very clear that like, and this is true for anything, like, you know, the way you treat people, I feel like when you're older, sometimes is like a direct result of how like people treated you. And in some cases, like, and you know, people would be like, well, I know this dude had a perfect childhood and he still is rude to people. And that could happen too. If you grow up with like where everything is like so perfect and like no matter what, you get every single thing you want. Yes, there is also going to be a psychological thing where like you might start treating people in a way where it's like you've no regard for their feelings and you basically like will insult them because you believe that you have the right to insult them, because why shouldn't I have the right to insult them and to be rude to people, and I should get what I want all the time. And just on the opposite way, it's like he grew up again with quite a few times, like the only times that it seems like his father was even talking to him, at least based on this stuff, was like when he was, you know, giving him negative, negative attention, right? Rude attention. So it's very possible to me that like this lad grew up to get arguments and negative attention as like, at least I'm getting attention. Just like with his dad as well. At least I'm getting some attention, you know?
I thought I had found the perfect host, but you found the one weakness in his emotional armor.
Mizuki's amazing.
He's back again!
Freeing a single host from my clutches changes nothing. You cannot stop me. I told you you are too late.
Wow. I'm just amazed constantly about like the voice acting for that yokai as well. It's such a guttural like when you think a demon, that's definitely it, right? It's very guttural. It's like it's almost in pain all the time. It's like it's trying to process its own thing in its stomach. You know what I mean? Like it feels like something's about to push out. Such a great like voice actor, whoever did the voice acting for that yokai.
What is this place?
A new dream?
I can't believe it. He's brought us to the borderland.
The borderland?
Borderland?
To put it simply.
Wow.
It's a dream within a dream. A space hidden deep within the collective Inazuman subconscious. A dream that can exist even without a host. This must be how that monster managed to survive the extinction of his kind. He hid here.
Mizuki.
Oh my god. Visually, this is a stunning story quest alone. Like, visually alone.
He's trying to turn this place into a nightmare so he'll be more at home. And he's creating copies of himself. This place is connected to the dreams of every human in the nation. From here, he can place a copy of himself in every dream. If he succeeds, then he'll have effectively revived his kind already.
Then we know what we need to do. We gotta take this guy down. Do we think a sword will do the job?
Great question, honestly.
Maybe, if we can get close enough to reach his core. But he's brought the nightmares of all his victims here, and that gives him an immense amount of power.
Jesus, so that's what he was doing. He was like harvesting their nightmares when we saw him that time.
Go is going to take a different approach. We need a power to rival his nightmares. The power of sweet dreams.
Sweet dreams?
Is that?
Where are we gonna find those?
We had sweet dreams, right? We had a lot of sweet dreams, right?
Lost minds. There should be some around here, and some of them will have come from sweet dreams originally.
Honestly,
come on, follow me.
Probably even better than taking our sweet dreams. Maybe maybe they could still take our sweet dreams, but I'm thinking that maybe if you're gonna fight back against a collective consciousness of Inazuma dreams, nightmares, it's probably better to free some dreams as well.
Careful. We've got to move quietly. The nightmare monster has usurped control here. We need to stay out of his sight.
We literally have to not be seen by the eye. That is such an interesting way they're doing this. The nightmare gazes upon. Okay.
Sweet dreams.
Oh.
Is this
Oh my god. This is so interesting to me. How can we revive her? No revival items? Oh, that's not good. That's definitely not good. Oh my god. It's okay. But we might have to
watch and learn.
Figure out that. That's a bit terrifying. I don't know why I don't have any revival items.
I see everything.
Rain cutter.
And do a bit of DPS damage as well. We can still fight, without Mizuki. But it'd be nice to have her here, you know what I mean? It'd be definitely nice to have her here. I mean, I guess if, everyone gets resurrected, it wouldn't be that big of a deal, right? So this is one of the resonant sweet dreams.
Chasing Tanuki through the woods and climbing trees to hunt for Oni Kabuto. Thank you for lending us your happiness.
I love that. It's like literal happiness. Okay, we have to like avoid the eye here as well. I have everyone back now, and like really like I just like, to be honest, I haven't died in a while. You know what I mean? It's been a long time. And like if we do die, we usually have revival items. So like I think I just always like with, you know, you always think that you're gonna have revival items.
Turn that frown upside down.
But it's very clear here we didn't, right? You know? And I think it's like all this thing because like it just seems so natural. I haven't cooked in a while. Let's hide for a bit. Let's let the eye open again because I think it might be in intervals. Yeah. It's such a cool scene though, isn't it? It's such a cool scene. Like this is so creative as well, and it's just like it seems like such like a normal thing to do, but like I don't even think Genshin's done. Have they done something like this yet with the eye? Like, and I guess I think they've done something that like hurts you from a distance. But
fireworks fly up into the sky, and writing wishes on a prayer plaque. Thank you for sharing your passion.
And she's so happy to hear people's happy stories, right? And like she's so respectful of it.
We've gathered enough power to proceed. Time to face him head on.
I love that. I genuinely love that we like got people's like happy emotions, and that's why we're now able to fight him.
The core should be just up ahead. This will be a tough fight.
We got this. We got this.
Why? Are these sweet dreams not sweet enough?
I just wish we could have gathered some more. But these are all we could find in the immediate vicinity.
Right. We have to do what we have.
Which means we're running out of time. Our chances of success are shrinking by the minute. We have to act now.
No problem. We're ready to go.
Paimon was so energetic about this too. I mean, we are also. Well, Paimons are like
Turn that frown upside
cheer team executive here. Oh god. Oh god. Oh no, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Just travel to here. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Time to relax.
They're making sure we cannot make it here. Look at this battle arena. Very excited.
The alacrity with which you walk into my trance surprises me. Do you not realize why I brought you here? Because this is my domain. The world where I rule.
Not yet it isn't.
So, Kave's so fun. This whole like quest has been like, you know, it started obviously like something really fun, but like I love like the really like great new characters we met, like the new lore that was dropped when it comes to yokai and like dreams and stuff like that. But like I'm also like such a big fan of the locations, like to like such a high degree.
Use the power of the good dreams.
Oh my god, the good dreams are literally fighting alongside us. So cool. The good dreams guys are fighting alongside us.
Scanning.
Please don't hit Nikita like that. That would be very kind of you. If you didn't.
Outlines your fate.
Sight clear.
So fun. Kave's just so freaking like I don't know, like it's such like a satisfying explosion whenever you explode the dendro cores, right? It's so satisfying.
Watch and learn.
I know he's still dendroed up, but
turn that frown upside down.
why not? Let's use a little bit of Mizuki.
Sight clear.
I got so distracted. I was fighting these guys. Yeah, like I adore using this team so much. It's so fun.
I must confess, I am somewhat confused. Both of us bring happiness to humans.
No, bro.
Why must you still treat me as
No.
Because the happiness you provide is a lie. All you do is make them forget their negative emotions exist, and now they're living under the illusion that they're gone for good. All the while, these repressed feelings continue to fester in their subconscious, eventually becoming nightmares intense enough to become your home.
There we go. There we go. I adore that this is literally two yokai fighting back for two ideals. You know what I mean? And one ideal is easily supportable. The other one is clearly like so wrong, but the other yokai believes it's true, you know?
Your kind has always thrived by magnifying your host's negative emotions for your own gain. What you're doing now is no different from what you've always done.
So Inazuma-like, right?
Incorrect. This time, I shall change the fate of my entire kind. When a human becomes dominated by their negative emotions, when they lose their ability to survive, that is how my kin died out. But I can give them a fantasy instead, turning them into the perfect hosts, capable of surviving no matter how dire the situation in their subconscious gets.
So I'm giving them giving him a fantasy, so it's not real. Right.
This is the path to a revival. My kin shall rise again.
It's such a powerful performance that even the words that are already so well written are so much more emphasized because of this powerful like performance and effect they have on this voice.
You do realize what that means, don't you? You've gone from one extreme to the other.
And that's what she's been trying to stop, the idea of like these extremes. There should be a harmony of emotions.
There is nothing you can say that I do not already know. For over all the years that your kind has been learning about the human mind, I have been hiding here, watching and learning from the fruits of your labor. But I'm afraid I could not care less for the moral burdens that you impose upon yourselves. The health of the human psyche is of precisely zero interest to me.
He's like, yeah, I don't care about that idea. I don't care what burdens you, what hurts humans. Sorry, not the yokai.
Now here's a question well worth thinking about. If we allowed the humans themselves to decide, which of us would they really choose? You or me?
And that's the thing, though. You're selling a falsehood, right? Because yes, if you came to a human who is heavily burdened by their anxieties or depression, right? Any human, like, right? Like, if you came to, like, at your worst point in your life, if someone came to you and said, I will help you out with some of your emotions, but you're still gonna be feeling sad tomorrow. Or if someone said to you, hey, I'm gonna, like, get rid of all of your negative emotions, even though it's not actually the truth, you're gonna jump at that fact. You're gonna be like, yes, please help me. Even though that's, like, too good to be true, right? It's way too good to be true, and we learned that it's too good to be true.
Do you see?
No!
I won this battle long before you ever.
We gotta do something. No, we can't let Mizuki feel negative emotions. Well, she can't feel, like these negative emotions.
What's going on?
Oh no.
He's growing stronger, but we've exhausted the power of the sweet dreams already.
So we need more sweet dreams then?
Even if we could find more sweet dreams now, it still wouldn't be enough.
Oh, they're inside. Oh no.
If you accept that negative emotions are an immutable presence in the human mind, then you must also know that such emotions include apathy and sloth.
I cannot get over the writing and the voice acting here. But yeah, he's saying that like the human mind contains all of these sins. Not sins, because apathy isn't a sin, but yeah, apathy is like a very dangerous thing as well, for sure.
Without the Yumeki Baku there to hold their hand and walk them through dream regulation therapy, do you honestly think that anyone would ever be inclined to embrace their negative emotions? No, they would sooner run from reality to forget all about their troubles.
Right, but it's true that like people would want to hide from their emotions, but like that's not what you want for them.
The whole reason I wanted to become a psychologist.
You know what I mean? Please don't give into this, Mizuki. Please don't. I know she won't. Please. You're so powerful. Oh, Mizuki. Oh, it's us. Oh, it's us.
Traveler.
No way. Oh my god, we're breaking in.
These feelings.
Oh my god, this art.
So that's how they should taste.
I have so many chills. This music, it's so Inazuma-like as well.
Longing. Caused by separation. So bitter.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Yet the experience led to a whole new journey
It's
for
so
you.
true.
If you keep pressing on, maybe even more precious memories await.
She's saying that, like, you know, like our separation from our sister, yes, it's horrible, but it's almost the perfect balance of emotions because we're like literally, like, we can create so many more memories. Look at this.
Despair. Caused by failure.
Oh my god.
Icy cold. And yet in conquering this despair, you gained the courage to face the lightning.
It's such, again, that's such a perfect representation of what these emotions mean. The idea that we were able to conquer our fears and our sadness and our despair.
Regret.
Oh.
Caused by missed opportunity. A harsh aftertaste.
We will be reunited where this all started, the change in emotions.
Through that loss that we can learn to appreciate everything we have.
And we do. Oh my god. Like, it makes sense that our character would be the perfect emotions to taste, right? Because while we like feel sadness and we feel hardships, we have the balance of understanding that this journey has led to so many amazing friends.
And after all these flavors comes sweetness, passion,
so good,
and refreshed hope. So that's why I was able to taste a sweet dream at our first meeting. Long before you ever met me, you'd already gained the courage to never avoid or run away from your feelings. And all your nightmares had become the fuel for sweeter dreams.
That is so amazing. Because we don't run away from our emotions. We are constantly so headstrong into so many situations, right? And like we do it because we know that our journey has led us to so many amazing things, that helping people has led to much better relationships, that has led to so many amazing moments.
The power that you have gained by processing everything from your long journey is surely far stronger than any power wielded by that creature.
She said everything that you've gone through, has literally led to you being so powerful, which is so true.
The whole reason I wanted to become a psychologist was to try and help people become someone like you.
Oh my god. And look at the smile on her face and Paimon's face too. She literally said, I did this to make people get to a place where they can be like you. That I have chills all over. Because again, it's not about like forgetting your emotions or not having those emotions, right? It's about balancing them to the point that she can get to a point. And he handed her the dreams. Look, the sweet dreams. Literally handed her the sweet dreams. You get to a point where like he has shown that moving forward and balancing his emotions, the sorrow with the happiness and all this stuff, has actually led to him being like not only a better person, but has also led to how many amazing memories we've gotten as well. This bitter journey we've been on has also led to some of the sweetest moments we've ever had in our lives. Holy freaking hell. It's so freaking true. We're playing as... Oh my god, we're getting high damage, Traveler.
So
oh, my Paimon.
Give him all you've got.
It's amazing. Hearing Paimon say your dream is so powerful. Such a great feeling. These are like the only times I actually use the Traveler for anything. Oh, Rift Towns, especially like Nightmare Rift Towns. So freaking great. They're doing such a good job of culminating those emotions we feel a lot of times, right? Where it's like this idea that like we as characters, wait, she's helping us as well with the dreams and stuff. I can see it now. So freaking sick. Our character has been through so much and has come out the other end with so many amazing memories and feelings that we are like almost like the perfect representation of what you want to be with your sweet dreams. Planning doesn't mean anything when you have the sunshine boy that's filled with sorrow. That's what it is, the sunshine boy that's filled with sorrow. The Traveler.
Once the false dream he created has been destroyed, I can make sure all his victims make a full recovery. I don't think I ever would have been able to do this without your help.
No, my god. Mizuki, we wouldn't be able to do this without your help.
Don't mention it.
Such a great line from Paimon, because it's just like, yeah, look, don't worry about it. Like, we've been through so much in this stage.
You shall join my ancestors in death. You and my failure of a host.
What? He's still not dead? Wait, does anyone else hear water?
Is it rising water?
Where is that coming from?
Maybe he made his host build some kind of device in the underwater cave. Once he realized we were onto him, he decided to sacrifice his host.
Whoa.
So you mean we're in danger in the real world too?
Oh no.
We've got to wake up.
How?
But how? Like, pinch yourself?
Paimon's so real. Paimon's so real.
This should be high enough. Traveler, Paimon, jump.
We gotta go for it. Huh? We gotta go for it. Paimon is the realest character in the history of Genshin. We gotta trust. We have to trust Mizuki.
Then just take my hand and close your eyes.
Oh my god, take your hand and close your eyes. I assume I'm not allowed to open them because you say so, just like in the freaking session.
Yes, just like the last time.
My heart is so full. My heart is so full with this stuff. It's so full. Oh my god. Oh my god. Did we open our eyes though? Oh my freaking. Incredible. We're flying. We're flying through the freaking sky. Oh my god. Oh my god. Incredible.
Hold on tight. The Yomeku Ibaku are getting
to work. The music as well. It's like a freaking. Where are all the. Are they all going back to their people? Like, are they all helping out the people they've like. This is incredible. This is like a movie. This is like a magical movie. This is so beautiful. Oh my god, look at all of them! This music. Holy hell, I have chills. I have so many freaking chills. Yes, it is. It's helping them all. Those feelings are suppressing. They barely even sleep. They're having nightmares. The smile on the Traveler's face as well. This is just amazing. Look at that one. This is the best. Oh my god, there's a big boy. There's a big chunky one. I love how at first like we were like didn't even know what was happening, and now we're just going along for the ride. Why's she blowing her face? We're just going off with it. We're like, yeah, let's go. This music is stunning. Are we gonna wait for 5-1? The Traveler's smile is worth €1,000,001. This freaking music is so like. Look at Inazuma. Oh my god. I know I have tears. I have tears. This was incredible.
It's finally over.
What was that?
It's a good thing I had the foresight to ask them for help, or I'd be the one dying from indigestion tonight.
To describe how like that felt, my head like hurts from like smiling and laughing and being so like, it was such a joyful, like magical, amazing moment. Like the music was so like when I said it's like a magical movie, like I always say like Genshin feels like that magical movie I watched as a kid that had so many deeper themes I didn't realize until I grew up, and it sticks with you forever. Those are the type of scenes that I mean when I say that. My whole body is like tingling. It's tingling after all that. Seeing all this, it's such a magical, beautiful scene. And I love at first the Traveler was like so like, oh, like he was getting dragged around by Mizuki, and then eventually he grabbed her hand himself. My good dreams helped, right? And this music.
Mm-hmm. They were very delicious.
You're amazing. You are a 10 out of 10 character. I love you so much.
Traveler, could I pick your brain with another question? What do you think humans tend to have more of? Happy dreams or bad ones?
I'm gonna say happy ones, but I'm not sure.
If only that were true.
I only remember the bad ones, I'd say, to be honest.
Most people struggle to deal with their negative emotions. They bottle them up inside until they've festered and turned into nightmares. As a result, humans have far more bad dreams than good ones.
That makes sense, though.
Most happy dreams are short and fleeting. They are so rare that it's basically impossible for them to be shared with others.
Like, I think that makes sense, and you guys would agree. I remember my negative dreams way more.
Heck, there are even people out there who only have the mind space to have happy dreams after they've given us their bad ones. Which is all to say that the dreams we get to taste are usually bad ones. No matter how hard we try, we can't seem to change this state of affairs.
Right.
I once believed the only reason we Yumeko Baku existed was to serve as a disposal method for nightmares. It's a fate that we cannot escape, no matter how many dreams we eat or how many years pass by.
So it's just like nothing is changing. It's not going to change.
Even though I call myself a clinical psychologist,
she wants to get to us, everyone to get to the point where we are.
I also have dark thoughts sometimes. I suppose that's the only problem I have.
I mean, so normal, this music.
Still, after learning the principles of psychology, I came up with a new way to look at all of this. If we can use psychotherapy to help people come to terms with their emotions, they'll gain the ability to deal with their nightmares on their own, so they'll no longer need to call upon us for assistance.
And see, that's the thing, it's like she loves that she's helping people, but she's not doing it for her own gain, right? She wants people to be able to get to a point where they can help themselves.
That way, more and more people can free up their minds for truly happy dreams until there will be enough to share around.
That's a beautiful wish.
A naive one, more like. Even though I've run this business for quite a long time now, it still hasn't come true. Not even once.
Beautiful shot here as well.
So I must thank you. Because after meeting you,
my God,
I finally became sure that my wish is achievable.
She sees that in us.
And knowing that is all the treatment I need against the dark thoughts I sometimes have.
Absolutely amazing. What a great interaction.
Paimon's been looking everywhere.
Poor Paimon. Paimon's like, I was left in this beautiful cutscene. It was gorgeous. Oh my God, she's blushing. Mizuki's blushing. Paimon
was just watching the balcony.
I think it's because she was saying something so emotional to us, you know what I mean?
Really full and started rolling around on their tummies. It was so cute. Anyway, that's why Paimon fell behind. Got a little distracted watching.
That's literally what I meant. Yeah, she was still in the cutscene. We moved on for the cutscene. She was still there, like watching those beautiful creatures. She looked like she was having an amazing time.
Oh, and speaking of Baku, we were gonna book another appointment with you, weren't we? Remember? Before we got caught up in all those nightmare shenanigans?
True.
It's a little late for that now. Ask me again tomorrow.
Oh.
Still, the night is young. Want to stay
Heck
here
yeah.
and watch the moon with me?
10 more hours of watching the moon. Let's go.
Huh?
Wow, it's all... That's... Wow. Oh my God. This is... Somehow Nihida being here is so magical as well.
The moon sure is beautiful tonight.
Under the bright moonlight, I feel no urge to return. What's that? Wait, so we have to... What? Oh, we have to go back to her. I did not mean to jump off there, but... You know what? Go off, Queen. Go off, Queen Nihida. Do the most dangerous thing you've ever done in your life. So we have a new quest to go to Asia about. I wanted to kind of sit there for a while longer, but Nihida kind of was just like, okay, we're going. But no, it's okay. We'll go to the bathhouse. Such a beautiful scene, by the way. Such an absolutely beautiful scene. Like, that cutscene in of itself. Wait, no, is that... That might be the event, is it? Let's see. No, it's 3 meters Melancholia. That's the event, right? Yeah. Such an incredible scene, right? As I said, I think I said so much there as well. It's such a magical, beautiful thing. Like, and I really feel like what we have there in those, I wish we got to stay on the branch a little bit longer. I'm regretting it so much. Like, and again, I didn't mean to jump off at all. I really didn't. But like, once we were off, it felt like I wasn't going to get back up there because, yeah. Such a beautiful, beautiful scene. And like, I really love that we are the right, because again, this is like, you know, it's not telling us that we're perfect. This is telling us that, like, you know, the journey we've had was like bittersweet. That's what it is. It's telling us that the journey we've had was like so amazing, even with all the sorrow that we felt along the way too. And they perfectly represented that by saying that we are that. And I think she was blushing as well. You could take it as her like being like, you know, very, very highly emotional in that scene. And also the fact that like, I think we could be honest and say that like, Paimon, like, coming in that moment when she was like having this really sappy moment, doesn't matter who it is, you're gonna be like, oh, you know, I wasn't saying anything, you know. Really beautiful stuff. Let's see how everyone's doing at the bathhouse. Hope they're doing well. Unless there's an act 2.
Excuse me. Hello. Please come register.
Wait, there's some more people. Oh my god, it's oh my god.
What's going on? Why are there so many guests? Had I known, I'd have definitely turned some of them back.
But at least it's popping off.
Looks like business is booming with Emura Ichigensai out of the picture. And it's good to see that Murasaki and Shion are well on the road to recovery.
Morning, you two. Want to make an appointment?
Yes, please. For today, if possible.
This is so cool seeing everything going so well for them now.
Then I better get you another VIP pass. You're our most important customers after all.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
Awesome. In that case, very important Paimon would like to start with the fine dining.
Start with the snacks.
Oh my. Imagine if you'd taken my advice and sold your shares the other day. It could have cost you dearly now that business is booming again. I hope you're not too upset with me, old friend.
Why would I be upset? It's not as if I ever took your suggestion seriously.
This is why I love Yae Miko, like having a friend that like is able to push back at her a little bit too, you know?
Oh, I've missed that way with words. So
I love her so much. I love her so much. I will worship Yae Miko.
Would it kill you to not sneak up on people every darn time?
It's who she is. It's who she is. That's why we worship at the Church of Yae Miko.
Morning, little ones. Did you enjoy the scenery last night?
What? You're spying on us? Oh, he's like a little bit embarrassed as well.
Hardly. That tree was directly beneath the Grand Narukami Shrine. What was I supposed to do? Move the entire shrine to give you some privacy?
Oh wow, so she sensed those that blushing as well.
Is there a reason you're here, Lady Guji?
Mostly because I felt like a walk. But I do have a message from the Tenryo Commission to pass on as it happens.
Okay.
The gentleman who your fellow Yumeku Ibaku fished out of the water last night is no longer in a critical condition.
Whoa.
Although his mind seems to have regressed to that of a young child.
Emuru?
It could have been worse, I suppose. Lady Guji, I owe you my thanks. Without your help, things might have gone a lot less smoothly yesterday.
Right, as usual. Whenever we're in Inazuma, we can probably thank a lot of things to, and contribute a lot of things, attribute a lot of things to Yae Miko. Wasn't me.
Come on, Miko.
Oh, she knew already?
You've always been worse than me at keeping secrets. I admit that I feel inferior around you, and have an urge to prove myself. How could I not? But maybe these feelings are what have driven me to take this business as far as I have.
That's great stuff. Again, that's kind of the message of this whole freaking quest, right?
My sense of inferiority keeps my ego in check, and my desire to prove myself gives me the strength to persevere. I'm able to accept these parts of me for what they are. There's no need for you to tiptoe around them.
Oh, you could have told
me
that
acceptance.
Sooner. The poor traveler here has been doing all my running around for me.
We don't mind, Yae Miko. Give us any challenge whatsoever, please. Always.
True. But then again, without the traveler's help, you'd have been placed in a difficult position. Emura Ichigensai had amassed a huge following. For the Guji of the Grand Narukami Shrine to publicly go against him would have been a dangerous move.
Also, like, once again, Yae Miko did something very, very smart.
An angry mob of zealots could have done some serious damage to the shrine's reputation. Much safer for the Guji not to get personally involved. It was the right decision.
While that's all true, my main concern was that I didn't want to upset an old friend.
Oh.
Otherwise, I could have taken a much more direct approach.
Yep. I love that. I love this so much. I love someone like being able to like, you know, see Yae Miko for who they are, because it's very rare when Yae Miko is not like snarky and sassy every 2 seconds.
Miko.
I always
You know what I mean?
seem to forget that you're more cunning and less adorable than you look. Seems like my worries about upsetting you were unfounded.
It's not that I don't get upset. Everyone has their fair share of troubles. But every sorrow has its cure.
This connection that we have forever. Us and Mizuki, right? And we can see it here, right? There is a connection that is beyond connections here.
Here's your new VIP pass. Please take good care of it.
Thank you so much. I mean, let's be honest with what it is. We have seen into each other's dreams. Like, let's not lie here. Like, we have seen into each other's dreams. We've seen our innermost thoughts, our the feelings that like make us doubt ourselves, you know?
Oh, hello, little one. It's been a while since you last came to seek your fortune.
I'll do it every
at the
day if you want.
shrine.
I'll do it every day if you want.
Could we go over your past experiences when you have a moment? There's a lot of gaps in your medical history I need to fill in.
And she calls it a medical history. So great. Such great stuff. Such great stuff. This whole quest. And it really, like we said, we have this deeper connection with Mizuki now where it's like, we literally feel, like we're feeling, I guess, like what is like inside us most deeply.
So sorry. I'm still registering
You do what you need
the
to do.
last customer.
You're doing great. You're doing absolutely fantastic. Where is Shion then? There she is. Shiba, sorry, Shiba.
Ugh, we've got to turn some of them back.
Shiba being realistic. This was an amazing quest, and I love that I'm at this point in the game where I can do like some of like the very like modern, up close, like up to date quest, I guess is what we'll say. I love that we can do that. You know what I mean? I'm doing them with you guys as well, and in a similar time. I know like I've waited a lot of time to do this, but like we will be doing these like probably the week of they come out, maybe a little bit after. Look how beautiful Inazuma is. It's so gorgeous. Guys, that's going to do it for the Mizuki quest. Let's talk about this for a little bit. This was a quest really like that was again, we love reaffirmations, but the reaffirmation of like our journey through Mizuki's journey. Mizuki's a character who like genuinely wants people to be able to come to terms with their negative emotions mixed with their happy emotions, and that's a difficult thing to do. And we saw here that this was a perfect representation of the two sides of this coin where it comes to like, I want to get rid of all my negative emotions and I want to like, you know, embrace them. We got to learn a lot more lore about like the almost like the nightmare yokai, which are freaking terrifyingly cool. Even though we want to stop them. There's like, you know, the actual dream yokai. Again, I can't pronounce the name. I'm so sorry. That the characters up there in the bathhouse are Shiba, Shion, and Mizuki, and they're amazing. Like, what a fun dynamic the three characters had. They were so fun together. It was so fun talking to them. So fun having like a conversation with them. But the ending to this was really like us showing that like what this journey has like meant for our emotions. We are full of sorrow. We are full of sadness and bitterness, but it has led to us having some of the best moments that we've ever had in this game. The sorrow of losing our sister will be something we never forget, but along with that sorrow, it has come along with moments, a perfect moment there on the tree. If we were not trying to find our sister and we didn't have those emotions anymore, no negative emotions to push us to find our sister, we would not have met Mizuki. We would not have met Sino. We would not have met Kale. We would not have met Tonari. We would not have met, Linny, Lynette, all these characters. Not let Ningguang or Xiao. We would have not met these characters because why wouldn't we leave? Why would he leave Mont? If we didn't have this desire to move forward and find our sister, there's no reason for us to leave Mondstadt. You know what I mean? We would have been in Mondstadt forever. We would have met all those characters. But again, would we even have that connection, right? Amber putting up those posters for us. You know, becoming an honorary Knight of Evodius. We probably wouldn't even have a desire to do that. We would not have had those connections. Our desire to find a suitable plan for our sorrow led to the mountain of friendships that we have made in this game, and I feel like that's what this is trying to like represent as well. So cool, by the way, a lot of the scenes in this, really cool, Locations, like the dream sequences are really awesome too. I love that they added new mechanics to this as well, with like the game that we played with the dreams with Mizuki at the start as well. We had like some really emotional scenes. That cutscene at the end was absolutely amazing as well with Paimon. It was so great to be back in Inazuma as well, like so fantastic to be back in Inazuma. And I really feel like Mizuki as a character is someone who I adore already so much. A character who like is dealing with people's negative emotions, but like is doing it in such a fantastic way that you genuinely believe that she cares about these people. But she's not unrealistic. She's not someone who believes that negative emotions like just won't fester. Because the truth is, guys, in real life, yes, negative emotions suck and we want to get rid of them altogether. But like anger is a negative emotion. And I think Mizuki described it so perfectly. Anger is also the emotion you feel when you fight for something that you believe in. You feel angry over something and you fight for it, right? Sadness is a feeling that, like, you know, is a normal feeling to have when you say goodbye to someone. Can you imagine saying goodbye to someone and you felt nothing? To me, that would feel worse than feeling sad. Obviously, you wouldn't know, but like those suppressed feelings. Guys, that's going to do for this story quest. This was absolutely amazing. I had such a fantastic time. The next thing we're doing, I don't know if it's going to be Friday or Saturday, but we're going to have only 3 videos this week. And the next video we're going to be doing is the full event for Inazuma. And then on Sunday, we're going to go back to Natlan. I hope you guys have had a great week. With that, I'm going to say thank you so much to the Never Can Repay the Baby Gangsters here on Patreon. That being Tyfire 2, JB Bull, Janet the Banana, The Ghost of Inazuma, Felicious Felix, Ewald, Radish, Anusta, Death Trap, Lynx Markey, The Assassin, Colorbow, True Peanut Butter, Alpaca Juice, Peter Shelson, Heck, SRPG, and Leon. And I will see you all so soon. Let's, Kavi, you want to do anything?
Sight clear.
Beautiful. Perfect.